Hello everyone, my name is Putty, and this week the party are gonna kill themselves.
Woohoo!
Yay!
Yay! I am joined by Chris Tuvison, Marshall Pearson, Charles Smith, and Corey Wadsworth. As always, how have you guys been?
Great.
Great.
You know, ready for the classic suicide run onto a planet.
You know, that listing of our names is so unalphabetized it hurts.
I mean, I don't do it alphabetically, but I guess I will start doing so next week. Right, so this might be the only 2 sessions in a row Chris will attend for the entire series. So Chris, would you like to recap last episode?
Okay. First of all, that hurt. Second of all, yeah, sure. Hold on. Let me adjust my volume real quick, because everyone's kind of low.
Well, while he's doing it, I just realized, speaking of the whole alphabetical names thing, we got 3 people with their first name starting with the letter C.
I know that. Really
yeah, Marshall, what's wrong with you?
That really is disgusting.
Disgusting's not the right word there, but okay. So basically,
we can take them over. We outnumber them.
Yeah, but
so
everyone knows P's and M's are just better.
Yes, last session was the quest for Cedric's arm, which I don't think. Yes, which we failed horribly, and now we're all going to kill ourselves because of it, obviously. Beyond that, we also cleared tropical tropical birds from vents.
Yeah.
And we watched Kasari just get goddamn filthy in there. We worked, I guess the official thing we did is we worked on tracking down a Republic weapons shipment that we now believe is being sent to Mandalorians. Which is...
Is that what you believe? Is that what Kasari believes?
I mean, it could be what she believes, but I'm a different person.
I'm asking her.
What was, that the shipment is what? The shipment is being tracked by Mandalorians, is that what he said?
Sent
to.
No, it's not being sent to Mandalorians. If I'm to take the man's word on it. I forget what his name is. What's his name, Putty?
Thomas.
Thomas, yes. Old Tommy. Yeah, Tommy told me that that they are using it as leverage against the Republic, but sending it to the Mandalorians would be getting rid of their leverage. Fuck, what'd I just do? But, oh, okay,
Explosion!
I'm back. Anyway, killing or giving it to the Mandalorians would be basically breaking the tension, getting rid of their leverage, and then the Republic would just, you know, punish them for it. So they're going to keep it and hold the Republic hostage, which is probably why they're meeting with the Senator, to threaten her, I would assume, and to basically say, like, hey, tell the Republic we have these weapons, and if you fuck with us, we'll give them to the Mandalorians. They might even try to ask for services and things in exchange. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if they did.
Aren't you a
services?
Like maybe an export license, I don't know.
they go about acquiring legitimate licenses through illegitimate means.
Right. So, today's session, you are all hurtling through space towards Malastare, if I'm correct.
I don't know. Let's just change our mind. Let's go to Naboo.
Are we? Wait, hurtling implies we're not related. Is someone,
in control.
Is someone flying?
Who shot the pilot?
Are we just on the back of an asteroid?
In fact, someone is piloting.
I decided to park the ship for a little bit. Don't think about it too hard.
In fact, someone is piloting the ship, and in fact, Celeste, as the trip goes on, because this is about 4 days, you notice that Kato is actually slightly warming to you a little bit. So much so that on the 3rd day, he comes to you deep at night and like, basically to relieve you of your shift.
Oh. I nod and say, try not to crash anything.
In hyperspace?
I don't know this. I don't know this. This Wookiee could accidentally break something, and next thing we know, a speck of dust tears through our entire hull and causes a nuclear explosion.
So do you go to bed afterwards, Les?
Yes. I
Okay.
rest.
I want everyone on the ship to make a hard vigilance check.
Uh-oh.
No, I'm useful. Wow,
Wow.
something's here. And it's threatening.
Okay, so all four of you that night don't sleep particularly well. You hear something in the vents in the cargo bay, but you think it's probably nothing. It's probably just a box that's gotten loose.
Crazy kids.
Wait, a box that has gotten loose?
Yeah. Small box. It's happened before. It's nothing.
For some reason, I just pictured for a second that a box in our cargo bay is just running around.
It's happened before, so it's not something that you necessarily have to worry about.
Okay.
Kasari will begin
Someone should
worrying.
tie that down before it, just rips a hole in the ship and murders us all.
Do you go and do that, Merkava?
I feel like it would bother me enough to where I'll do it.
Okay, so you head down to the cargo. So you notice that there is no box loose and jumping around down in the cargo bay.
Oh no.
Hey guys,
We can't hear you.
Yeah, we're in our rooms. I'm trying to sleep right now, okay?
Well,
I'm-
actually,
I'm-
if we're on the Galaxy Plunger, there are no separate rooms. There's a bunk room where we all sleep.
Although it was
Oh.
established in canon during, I think it was episode 8, that Kasari somehow does have a separate room.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
She
is,
probably
Yeah,
sleeps in
that
the
i-
kitchen or something.
that is weird.
It's
Let me
her-
look at the
No,
Galaxy.
she just sleeps in the med bay.
Let me look
Okay.
at
Yeah,
the
it's the
layout.
brooding space.
Yeah, because the med bay's the only other room with a bed, so it must be there.
There you go.
You're just angrily flipping your hair at the med droids.
I mean, it makes sense. You've got like an egg that you need to look after, so the med bay would make sense.
Plus, I got all this fucked up blood.
Okay, so Merkava, what are you actually doing?
I'm gonna try to look for the source of the noise.
Oh, you're not going to try to get back up?
Hard perception check.
While you're doing that, by the way, I don't know if Teo we ever showed you, but you can look at the layout of the Galaxy Plunger in the handouts.
What?
Yeah, it's mapped out, so you can look at how it looks like.
It's in handouts. It's at the very bottom of the.
Oh, I
of the
feel
journal.
like I've just been opened up to a whole new aspect of the world.
Yep.
This is new information.
So you spend about an hour searching the ship, looking in the vents, checking the kitchen. You're starting to stress out as things go on. You're like, shit, is something on board? What the fuck is going on? You're getting too strained while you do it. And then after a while, the noise stops.
Guys, I think our ship has AIDS.
I don't think ships can get AIDS, Macarthur.
No,
Wait, wait, hold on. Are we there now? I'm confused.
No,
No,
you guys-
we're-
Except for Merkava.
no, I'm just talking to you guys while you sleep.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. More Jedi voodoo.
I just mind trick you guys into thinking the ship has AIDS.
Merkava, do you just go back to bed, or?
I don't know if I will after that. I think I'm going to stay up through the night.
You notice as you're sitting around checking the med droids out and stuff like that, you start to notice that there is a distinct lack of Wookiee noises tonight.
Oh no.
Shit.
You did it, Celeste! You finally murdered him!
I'm gonna go check on Kato. Actually, you know what?
I hope
Yeah,
that
yeah.
damn Wookiee doesn't go missing. I'd be the first one they'd look at.
You bet. We'd tie
Alright.
you up.
Okay, yeah, let's go check on Kato, which he should
You
be
go-
driving, so that's
Yep.
concerning.
You go to the you go to the pilot's area and there's no one there.
I mean, to be fair,
Um,
once these things are in hyperspace, they basically fly themselves.
That's one way to
Processing.
look at it.
Chris, you also know that you're out of hyperspace now.
Oh, fuck!
Processing. Okay, running to Celeste, beating him awake.
It's about 3 a.m.
What do you want?
Drive the goddamn ship. We're out of hyperspace.
What? Kato's driving the ship. What?
I can't find Kato.
You murdered him. You know.
Just get on the controls. I'll find him real quick.
What? Is he missing?
Yes. Drive now.
Oh, but this is bad for
Planets.
This is bad for me.
me.
You shouldn't say that out loud. This is bad for me.
This is bad for me.
All right, I'm gonna.
Okay, I'll drive. I'll drive.
No, everyone's getting on board the no sleep train. I'm waking everyone up.
Oh, what the fuck?
Okay, Kato's missing. Ship's making weird noises.
Do you wait?
How is Kato missing? Literally, this thing only has 2 floors.
Do you wait?
Okay.
Do you wait Casaria?
Yes.
Oh my God, Merkava! What time is it?
It's 3 a.m.
Oh my God! What is it?
Okay, so, well, Kato's missing, and the ship was making weird noises, and I'm not sure everything's going a-okay.
The ship is so old; it makes tons of noises.
No, I literally, I think the ship has AIDS.
What?
What? This is
Well,
why.
you know.
This is why you're not allowed to wake us up. I say.
This is why we never put you on duty,
Okay,
Merkava.
so so Kato's gone. I mean,
Yeah, I can't find
Like,
it.
he
couldn't-
can't
he
be
couldn't
that
have left. I mean,
Do we have an airlock?
we have a cargo bay that opens up, but that's the only way out of the ship.
Okay. Because I heard, like, noise in the cargo bay. I checked it out. Nothing was there. Then Kato disappeared. And,
Putty, are there logs that show when the cargo bay door has been opened?
Yes.
Check them, I say. There's only one way off this ship. If the door hasn't been opened, then he has to still be on the ship. Who's checking them?
Cedric will go over and check them.
Cedric, you open them up, you have a look through, and you find that the cargo bay door was opened at 1:15 a.m. and then again at 1:18 a.m.
That's not good.
Guys, this ain't good.
What are
You're
all
telling me.
Are there how many different ways do we know of that the cargo bay doors can be opened?
Like, I'd say like 3. They can open up like normally to get out of it when you're like landed. You can kind of dock a ship in a really ghetto way, and there's kind of like a loading mode that like you can have a like conveyor belt come in and out if you're in a specific kind of docking station.
What I mean is the places on the ship or elsewhere in which you can initiate that process. Like,
Oh, I see.
like who has the ability to do this?
So there is an outside button you can push, but obviously you're in space, so that's cool.
that the loose box that we heard earlier could have possibly been someone stowed away.
There's also a way to open it from the pilot's area, the co-pilot's area, and Celeste and Merkava would both have like the 2 pairs of keys that have like a clicky thing that can open it.
I knew it!
Does it make the beat? Wait, can I have the panic mode button?
Oh my god.
Sure.
So Celeste could open it even if he was in bed?
Theoretically, yes.
You murdered him!
I'm piloting the ship right now. I'm probably not where you guys
Well,
are.
guys, we opened it up. It opened up twice. So
Someone came on,
Well-
and then they took Kato, and then
someone
left.
came on. They took Kato and then left.
What
yeah.
the fuck?
In hyperspace.
Can you hear me, Charles? You're just repeating what I'm
Yeah.
saying right after I'm saying it.
No, you were finishing my
Can you
sentence.
hear me, Charles? You're just repeating what I'm saying.
Typical Master Padawan situation here.
It's like a part of me is wondering if there's such a delay that I'm actually copying Charles. Okay.
Yes, you are copying me.
Ah, I banged my head on the wall. Okay.
No.
Yeah, this is tough.
In the logs, does it say how the how the doors were opened?
It does not.
Run a scan. Run a scan for any any ships, or yeah, ships.
Okay. I guess, Putty, I'll run a scan to see if there are any nearby ships.
Actually,
average computers check.
Okay.
could I run a mechanics check to see if anything's been tampered with in the cockpit?
Yeah, sure. Make an average mechanics check. You think you run a scan, and you think it's completely clean.
Oh, okay. I
Guys,
say,
it's not clean.
I don't see anything on the scanners.
All right,
Nothing-
success and
nothing-
advantage.
Nothing's been tampered with in the pallets.
Okay, we don't. There's not rubber bands on the steering wheel driving this thing
No.
in lieu of Kato.
Slice is driving, remember?
So there's no ships. There's the door's been opened. Kato might be dead.
I'm gonna go back down to the cargo bay. and
Maybe he
see
was
if
just sick of living without Jackson. He couldn't take it anymore.
Wait.
Guys,
On that log, it was opened and then was it opened, closed, and then opened and closed, or was it opened and then closed? You know what I mean?
open, closed, open, closed.
That's true, buddy.
Are you going to the logs and checking?
Yeah.
Why don't you make an easy computer check to see if you can see the full details?
Oh no.
I'm gonna lean over to Cedric and slide him a piece of paper, give him a wink, and say, "I think the ship has AIDS."
You said average or easy?
Why are you pushing this theory so hard?
And that's what the piece of paper has on it.
I look at him, shake my head, and walk off.
You don't know. Sorry, like from the details you're seeing, you don't know whether it's open, closed, or just opened.
Because
So
the
For the
difference,
audience,
the difference would be if it open, closed, it's likely someone came in, grabbed Kato, left, probably put him on a ship. But if it opened and then was open for 3 minutes and closed, that means the vacuum of space sucked Kato out and killed him.
No, if the new Star Wars movies are anything to go by,
which
he's
they're
fine.
not. I haven't seen them, so the new Star Wars movies are not canon in my campaign.
That is weirdly true. Anyway,
Buddy,
it's like
Buddy,
we're doing a Blade Runner campaign, and you're like, "Look, I don't have the time to see the new movie, so we're just going off the '70s one, okay?"
Yes, Cedric, you had a question.
I want to go into the cargo bay and have a little look around, see if there was any sign of a struggle or any moved crates which seem off.
Yeah, I probably should have done that. Well, that's going on for the audience.
So do you want to flip
AIDS.
Destiny, Charles? You have a lot of Destiny to have, mate.
AIDS.
Nah.
It's an acronym for aliens in the ship. Just to let them know, since I don't know if they can see the Discord.
They can, and they think it's dumb.
Okay, you have a look around. Now, you
Brilliant.
haven't spent a ton of time in the cargo ship. So, your memory of where all the boxes were is a little off. And you think maybe 2 of them have been moved. Also, you find a hunk of Wookiee fur on the exit.
Guys,
Yes.
I found some Wookiee fur.
Oh, sweet Christ!
Well, that's definitely not good.
I
It's in
guess
the entrance doorway, so I think Kato went that way, pointing towards the outside space door.
Do we have a DNA sample
Can
of
I-
Kato?
You have a DNA what?
Do we have a DNA sample of Kato that we can compare to this Wookiee fur?
I mean, I guess you could check his bunk.
So,
check his chair and stuff. Yeah.
Since I've had a bit of a history of looking for Wookiees, can I maybe roll a bit of a perception check or survival check or something to see if the fur leads to anywhere specific?
It leads to space.
Yeah, sure. Make a hard survival check.
Okay.
Oh, you see a woodland path through the vacuum of space.
So you strain yourself doing this. Take one strain. But what you do notice from studying the fur and where it was left and stuff like that, yes, it leads to space. Yes, he clearly left. He clearly left the ship via this exit. But also, you've worked with Wookiees enough to know that this type of fur, like the type of fur that was on the floor, the shape of it, the amount, it probably wasn't ripped off or anything like that. Wookiees just tend to melt this molt. Is molt the word? I think it's molt. This time of year, and leave this amount of fur every now and then.
I think it'd be funny if you were like, oh, it turns just as it's about to hit the door to the right, and then you look up and Kato's there, and he's like, "Arr."
I say, it seems as though Kato did go into space. I also don't believe that there was any struggle.
Well, who did it? It wasn't me.
Putty,
Yes.
can I go and look at the communications array and see if there was any other communications out
Wait.
in the last
Shit, was it
few
me?
days?
Emperor, was that you?
Maybe.
God damn it, dude.
You go to
We
the
gotta talk
communica-
about your midnight
Oh,
snacks.
that Emperor!
You go to the communications array and you notice, perhaps you were a little. Actually, yeah, you notice that there's mostly nothing inconspicuous. However, there's a few oddities. And if you want to delve deeper, that'll be an average computer check.
Sure. And I'm gonna roll Destiny on this one.
Way.
Wait.
So you figure out something that very few people on the ship knew, that there is a way to have a hidden communication, and there was a hidden communication, a voice communication that you're not going to be able to access at around 1 a.m.
Hey guys, there's this communication. I can't get to it, but it was about 1 a.m. Which I believe is about the time when the doors were opened. Or
Can-
Do you think
Slightly
that...
after.
we can't read it. Can we tell where it came from?
I say, do you think it's possible that Kato decided to abandon ship?
well,
Chris,
we are going to Malastare.
Chris, you could with a computer's check. If someone wants to do it, it's hard.
Hold on. Do I have any computer? Let me look. I do have some pooter. Let's see.
Would you like to roll Destiny? Because you have still got 6 of them.
You know, what's the difficulty?
Hard.
You know, yeah, let's flip that shit.
Flip that shit. Flip that shit. Flip that shit.
Oh, yeah, it worked out. So-
It came from a ship. A small vehicle, like probably about half the size of the Galaxy Plunger, on the edge of the communications, the short-range communications range.
Huh.
You also you managed to find an ID number for that ship.
Oh. Okay, and what would that be?
Your Merkava knows what it is.
Okay.
It's 465301.
You have to remember that, Chris, now that he's told you. Merkava no longer knows. The burden's with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, holy shit, that is really close to my zip code. No, that is my zip code with a 1 on the end.
Wait, 46540?
No, 46530. Oh, is it 40?
No, it was 30.
Yeah, that's my zip code with a 1 on the end. That is really creepy.
And now everyone who watches this YouTube video knows.
I was just looking at a number from another piece of content for today, and I just moved a few of the numbers around it. What it was just
oh
random.
man,
Like
disturbing.
Right. So what are you guys gonna do? You're approaching Malastare. You could
I
probably
say,
start heading in.
as much as a co-pilot would have been nice, I don't think that we should hunt down Kato if he decided to leave on his own.
No, I feel like that message had something to do with why he left, but
Yeah.
it'd have to be awfully important to him to make him just up and leave.
And the message, we can't figure out what the message said, right?
Oh, because it was like live voice communication. It wasn't recorded.
Note to self: get recording equipment installed.
You have recording equipment. It just wasn't on. It was.
Oh my god, Kato, you dick!
Yeah, that's why they're doing that.
He betray us.
Well.
Anyway, he will get justice.
Hey! Look, you're role playing your glove.
For the first time in forever.
Oh my god, shut up. Anyway,
I
you guys
feel
gonna begin the
I feel
the
music.
assault on Malastare?
Hmm?
You guys gonna begin the assault on Malastare?
No, we should go after Kato.
Yes.
I feel like we should take a pause and try to figure out what happens, and if
I'm pretty sure he just left on his own.
I'm pretty sure that it's something to do with Jackson, because that's the only reason he would leave.
Kato doesn't just.
He's got a really strong bond with him.
yeah, if Jackson managed to show up with a ship after we just left hyperspace, and said, "Hey, yo, let's go for a space ride, my dude," and I think Kato would go, "Yeah, screw these guys. Let's go be space buddies."
Maybe you can ask Jackson right now. This is where Ben would appear in the call, but he's not here. So.
Did you plan for him to be here?
No.
Big surprise.
I don't know.
say,
why wouldn't he just tell us if Jackson showed up? Like, why wouldn't he say, "Hey, I'm going"?
Maybe there's a need for secrecy on his part.
Okay, no, I think he was taken.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Say, what is the relationship between Kato and Jackson?
They're gay.
No, what? I don't think so.
Skinny
They are
Wookiee
very
love.
close.
Does Kato have a Grasquas relationship? I mean, a life bond?
Wait, did you say grassless?
Grahasquis.
Oh,
It's
God.
a Trandoshan term.
All these foreign words.
You guys didn't know if they had a life debt. I think he would have told you that they met when they were both slaves for the Huts, though.
I think they might have just been buddies.
All I really know is that they were really, really close, and Kato pretty much did what Jackson said, so...
That's not true.
Bar the times he didn't want to.
Yeah.
Well, I'll say that we should probably leave Kato be. Whatever is going on, it's his issue, not ours.
Damn it, I wanted you to go business because you said B.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway,
I don't know. Okay. With just general technology, what can I do with a ship's ID number?
If you had access to a database, you could run it through it.
Okay, so like I could run it through a registry and pull it up?
Yeah, there are a few publicly available databases. However, if it's that would only reveal vehicles that have been registered and that are like in the public domain. If it's a more subtle vehicle, you'd need a more intricate database, and I'm sure the Republic has a few, but they're not publicly available.
Okay, so I guess once we
Once we
could just
get to Naboo, I'm
or
sure.
we could just have someone at the Republic. We could just message them, say, "Hey, search up the ship ID for us."
Yeah.
Unless you want to keep this under wraps. As I mean,
Dunno.
let's let other people kill, birds with stones for us.
What?
Yes, that is something that is said, isn't it, humans?
I want to kill 2 stones with 1 bird.
I'm
Goodness
unfamiliar with these human terms.
That was a
Yeah.
that was a
Saying
really,
that only one of the people who said that was a human.
that was a really spicy reference, Putty.
Kidney stones!
Kidney stones.
Look, we're heading towards Malastare already. Let's just go there. We can find Kato afterwards.
I love how you guys.
If you survive.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
We can do
if
it.
he's
We have the
not
force.
floating around in mid-space right now, then I'm sure he'll be fine.
So, are you guys gonna get a little closer to Malastare now?
Yes.
I think it's time.
So, where, before we begin this adventure, where are you planning to land as close to the signal as possible?
I don't
think
know. Are we?
I think we should crash right into it.
Okay.
What?
I mean,
What?
if we're already going on a suicide run, we might as well end with a bang.
It'll be more of a thud.
Let's try and get as close to it as possible.
Let's just land in the safest area possible.
Oh,
Okay,
So that would be
so we
the
have
moon.
1 vote for save,
The
1
second part
vote
of
for
Malastare.
crash, and 1 vote for as close as possible.
so you're the deciding vote.
I'll go with as close as possible.
Okay. So as you get
As close
closer
as
and
possible
closer-
would be crashing.
as you
It'll
get
be a
closer,
very intimate relationship with the ground.
as you get closer and closer, you notice surrounding the planet in its orbit are a number of asteroids, but also hunks of metal are orbiting the planet and making it very difficult to get through.
Do you know what? We
I
probably
say-
better strap down.
Yes, and also, before I do this, can anyone be my co-pilot? It would be appreciated.
I can probably help you out a little bit.
Okay. Also, I recommend that anyone who's an expert in mechanical repairs, be ready.
McCarver?
You may be fixing a whole bunch of holes.
I'll
In
manage
fact,
the comms.
all of the
stick.
holes.
Oh,
Puddy, I am going to use Force Enhance to
Yeah.
enhance my agility.
So what's going to happen when you're co-piloting is essentially Cedric is going to be assisting you on any checks you make. So you can use his agility or his piloting, whichever's higher, or your agility and your piloting. If
What's
they're equal, then
your
you can
your agility in piloting?
I have no skill, but
Okay.
I have 3 agility.
Oh, so
that
it's
after
as good as
enhance?
mine.
That's after enhance.
Is as good as yours, Slash? You have 3 agility?
I'm going to be manning.
I have 3 agility and 2 ranks in piloting, so
Then
you'll give me
you'll
a
get a
boost
boost.
die.
Also,
Okay.
I'm going to be.
Well, do you want to boost me because I can use the Force to enhance my piloting?
I'll take. I want my 2 ranks. So
Well, the ranks don't go over. It's just the ability, isn't it?
No, the
I
ranks
think-
will go
yeah.
over if it is higher. Yeah,
So the skill.
yeah, they do go over. However,
They do.
consider this narratively.
Yeah, narratively, yeah.
I'm going
But yeah.
to.
narratively,
I'll help
Sus
you.
is going to be piloting.
I'm going to man the ventral auto blaster turret because in case you need to
Yes,
shoot things.
try to shoot down as many asteroids coming at us at full speed as you can.
We should make Marshall play the Atari Asteroid game, and depending on how well he does, is how well we get through the field.
I will do it on camera right now. It'll be great.
Okay, so you're going in.
Might as well. Oh, let's do this.
All right, so the first check I would like you to make, my good sir, as you enter the asteroid and hunk of metal belt, is a daunting piloting check.
Daunting is 5 or 6?
4.
Oh, it's 4. Oh, wow, I was way off.
Does he get Does he get assistance from me shooting at things?
Not right now.
Oh damn!
But that might come into play.
You do get a boost from me. Remember.
Oh, thank God.
Dodging, you're weaving out of the way of the hunks of metal and the hunks of rock. You're still in it. You notice that the metal and the rock pretty much go all the way down to the planet, so you're going to have to be dodging this the entire time. But as you get a little closer to the planet, you start to hear on your radar, bloop, bloop, bloop.
Oh no.
Bloop.
I sunk your battleship.
There's something coming for us, guys. It's blooping on the radar.
I recommend buckling a seatbelt if you
I believe we're
one.
moving towards it.
I make a visual check on the ventral blaster turret, which can turn 180 degrees on the bottom of the ship. Like I can see in all directions, but on the bottom of the ship. Do I see anything?
Make a hard perception check. So you're worried, clearly, and stressed, and you take 2 strain.
All the stress.
And you can confirm that there's no ships or visible threats that you can see outside of the hunks of metal.
I say on the comms, whatever it is, it's not below the ship. Someone might want to check the dorsal auto turret.
Makava, can you run up to that?
Yeah,
it's
I'll be up there.
Actually, the controls for the turret are in the bottom of the ship.
All right. I guess I'll just sit then.
Okay, are you continuing to move while all this is going on?
Yes, and I'm going to try.
Does anyone actually check the radar?
I say, Charles, why don't you go and check the radar for me?
I gotta go over and check the radar then.
Okay, while he's checking, you won't get his boost die.
Oh,
Charles,
damn it! It was a trap.
You see the ship, and you see around the ship a bunch of small dots, pretty much mostly ahead of the ship, that represent hidden materials. That's all you can really tell.
Do you think that the trip to Malastare is so difficult because maybe this material is somehow magnetic and is naturally being attracted to the ship right now?
Maybe. Yeah, there's some... I can't quite tell what they are, but some material mainly ahead of us.
I forgot what the answer was. Les, are you continuing to move towards Malastare during this?
Yes.
Okay, so as you get closer to one of the bloops on the radar, Charles, you notice slash you start to hear beep 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 beep.
Oh no, they're mines.
Oh.
This radar has very accurate sound data on them.
That wasn't the radar. You could hear that from outside the ship.
Wait, sound is traveling through the vacuum.
You have microphones out there.
It's still the same.
Look, this is Star Wars. Actual physics does not apply.
That's true. It's a non-Euclidean universe. Okay.
Okay, right. Slash, make a daunting vigilance check.
Okay. Oh, vigilance.
Mm-hmm.
Beep, 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 beep,
This is not good.
All of a sudden, Kato jumps up on the ship and he starts saying, "Hey guys!"
Holy shit!
Okay, so you notice, taking 2 strain, that you
Guys,
are about...
I am going to pass out by the time.
He's just white-knuckled grasping onto the steering wheel.
You notice, taking 2 strain, that you are about to come into the radius of something if you continue the path you're taking.
Alright, then I am going to avoid that something
Okay.
to the best of my ability.
What is the... Can we see the something, or is it just something?
Marshall is the only one with a view outside, and he can't see anything.
There's no view from the cockpit?
Oh, no,
yours is pretty... Yours is worse, but yeah, you can see outside.
I mean,
you can't see anything
there's a
useless.
front view. out of the cockpit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just flying blind.
Make
No wonder it's so goddamn hard.
Make a hard piloting check, Toe,
Okay.
with 2 boost because of your vigilance check.
Cool.
Also, I don't know if you realize this, guys, but remember on this ship, it was designed specifically so that if one of the pilots dies, the other one won't, because the co-pilot and pilot sections are in separate airlocks. So you guys are actually on comms right now with each other. You're not in the same room.
The other seat in the pilot's thing is for the comms, right?
Yeah, well, yeah. The other seat in the pilot's for the comms. The other seat in the co-pilot's for the navigation.
Alright, so you managed to dodge out of the radius and change your direction while still heading towards the planet. However, a particularly difficult patch of asteroids and metal is in your path. Make a daunting piloting check.
Oh god. Charles, get back to the co-pilot seat, damn it.
I'm sprinting back to the co-pilot seat.
You'll get back after this check.
Okay.
You won't be on the radar then.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh no!
You take one strain.
We're gonna
And-
die out here.
You steer upwards, trying to avoid a nasty piece of hunk of metal that, as you get closer to it, Marshall, Kasari, and Celeste, you both notice this was once a ship itself that has crashed out here. And you go slam into it. The bottom of the cargo hold slams directly into the ship. And Merkava, you can very clearly tell there is some pretty big damage to the cargo hold, but you're still. Celeste, you still have full control of your faculties.
I'm in the lower half of the ship. Are there any air leaks?
You're fine.
Okay.
You feel okay, so you assume that they're around.
I'm gonna go and make some mechanics checks.
I
Don't
say
mind me.
on the comms that it seems as though we have maybe scratched something a bit aggressively.
So, Chris, make a hard mechanics check to see if you can figure out anything you can do to help. And Celeste, Celeste, you hear a beeping coming from the comms terminal.
Oh god. Is there
What the hell
another
are you
one?
doing?
Now of all time, the comms? We don't have time for you right
Oh
now.
no!
Okay, just don't let Celeste talk. He might pass out from a tense conversation.
Are you going to check the comms?
Yes.
Alright, so you move off the pilot's chair and into the comms.
Oh no, wait, no. If I have to move off the pilot's chair to check the comms, then I won't.
Just
I
have
didn't.
Merkava do it. Jesus
I say,
Christ.
But Merkava checking the damage!
I can't do this second.
I say. Hold on. I say, Cedric, you mind checking the comms for me?
I'm actually not doing anything right now. I should probably be the one to do it.
Okay. Kasari, you mind checking the comms for me? Anyone who isn't doing anything relevant at the moment.
I leave my cockpit and I run upstairs to the comms station.
Okay, so you said it was a hard mechanics check.
I did indeed. Kasari, you notice on the comms station as you pass Merkava frantically looking around, not being able to find anything to fix, although recovering one strain.
I feel good.
It's a rather zen experience.
Sorry, you get to the comm station and you notice an automatic message from the security systems of Nitro Sane, the city that you're near, asking for clearance.
Do we have clearance?
Clearance?
You asking me?
No, I'm asking them.
What's clearance?
What's clearance?
I respond back.
I was just told to pilot this thing.
I respond back. Republic vessel. 3
Please
Jedis
do not
on.
kill.
I say Republic vessel. 3 Jedis on board. Stand down.
The message asking for clearance does not go away, and at this point, like, sirens start to ring out in the cockpit, and there's clear indication that you are being locked onto.
Oh no!
Okay, I head
guy,
back down to the doors. I mean, to the ventral auto blaster.
do you want me on the blasters or
I want you in
or
the damn
helping you?
cockpit.
Okay. Okay, I'll go back. Keeping going. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
You're like, and the one the right side of the vehicle starts to tilt down as so clearly you've been hit.
Oh, that can't be good.
Guys, this is not good.
You're starting to.
You're telling
Can
me
we tell where we're getting hit from?
From the right side of the vehicle down on the planet.
This is a ship. It's
It
the
seems as
starboard
though-
side.
I say, it seems as though they have planetary guns.
You're losing the ability to control your altitude, although on the bright side, it seems like you're going towards the planet still.
Hey,
Yay! looks like Chris is going to get his crash landing.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Whoever's plan it was to crash, we're defaulting to that plan.
I
So
say,
you hear the blips start to appear on the radar again.
I say,
Blips.
in a real calm pilot voice, everyone please buckle your seatbelts. It seems as though we are going to be making a crash landing onto the planet's surface.
Can I?
I suggest that everyone remain calm. Please do not leave your seats.
Okay, we die in the middle of this long speech. Can I shoot at those things that are flying at us?
Have you gotten back to the guns?
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, Celeste, are you just planning to try and get the ship to the surface now by hook or by crook?
I plan on crashing with style, yes.
Okay, so the first thing I want a formidable piloting check to go through the last of the mines in the asteroid belt, and I'm going to upgrade that with Destiny.
That's a 5.
Yeah, it's 4.
Can I
and one
also
challenge.
upgrade mine with Destiny?
Absolutely.
That's
for you,
Destiny
Marshall,
L.
Yeah, well, no, don't flip anything because I flipped it too. So
Oh, okay.
just one challenge and 4 purple. Marshall, make a hard perception check with 1 setback actually because you're.
I get the boost from Charles, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
Charles was still on pilot.
And 4 purple?
Yeah, 4 purple and 1
Okay.
challenge because it was formidable and I upgraded one of them.
Oh.
no! Oh no!
We're going to hit the bombs and the torpedoes at
Is
the
that
same
statistic?
time.
Hold on.
Statistically a thing.
Oh no!
That skill
I
really
rolled
not
2 blinks on yellows.
Those skills really not helping you.
Okay.
I'm still waiting for Kasari's chat. Oh, that was
No,
Kasari.
no,
Oh.
it failed as well.
so you take 1 strain, Kasari.
This is
whereas
really
Slash-
stressful.
Do I at least find this terrifying experience relaxing?
Well, what happens is that you survey the situation, you survey what you've got available to you, and you center yourself, you breathe, and you say, "I can land this. I can do it." And you recover 1 strain, and then as a mine goes off next to you.
I was thinking it would be me making peace with my god. It's like
A mine immediately goes off to the left of you, so you start spiraling. That spiral is what makes Kasari unable to see anything on the planet below. However, she sees 3 asteroids in front of you that you're going to hit unless she can shoot them.
I shoot
Kasari.
wildly towards them.
Wait, hold on. Could I try to move them?
No, you'd have to be outside the ship.
I can't move stuff through glass?
We actually already canon established this. You couldn't.
Oh my god, you're right.
You couldn't unlock
I
a
hate
lock
that
through
so
a
much.
window.
Let alone through a ship into the vacuum of space.
We have to
Right.
be consistent. Okay. So,
I hate that so
Sorry,
much.
this is going to be an average gunnery check.
Wait, could I stabilize the ship with force power move?
You could certainly try.
I never knew the Jedi's biggest weakness was glass.
It truly
Right.
is.
Yeah.
Okay,
Just
Marshall, before you roll, let me try to stabilize the ship.
the roll would come beforehand. This roll is pretty much immediate, otherwise you're going to hit them.
So okay, yeah. So I'll roll
It's
anyway.
a silhouette 3, Chris.
What's my difficulty?
Average. It's average.
Okay, I am going to concentrate.
Your
We
silhouette
live in-
3 with that.
Well, I have strength 2, so I only need to spend 1 of those to get magnitude 3.
And that's
No,
silhouette
no, no.
3, yeah?
No, magnitude 3 is increasing the number of things you can pick up.
Oh, okay. Well, I have strength 2, magnitude 2, control 3, and range 1.
Jesus.
So,
1 sec, let me read it. You don't seem so certain.
Also, we succeed. I succeed. Shoot, shoot, bang, bang.
Bang, bang. Oh, you don't have any of the descriptions in your fucking thing, Chris, you lazy bastard.
Well, you know what? That's a lot of writing for a tiny little summary box.
And
It's
paste.
like a half a paragraph.
It's
Also
like 4
copy
half
and
of a paragraphs.
Yeah, but if you do
Oh
it
my
each
God.
time you upgrade, it's not that bad.
Also, copy and paste, motherfuckers.
That is the best thing I've ever heard.
Is it the best thing you've ever heard?
Yes.
You have a
Copy
sad,
and paste.
sad life, Charles.
Wow.
I think the best thing to hear is like it's not cancerous or something like along those lines. But
It was just the way Puddy said it.
You can't, Chris. You need strength 3.
I can
Yeah,
spend
to
2
move
die on it.
Okay, that would make it. Yeah, that would work. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. You see Mercado put his hand on the floor, and the ship. It's not like Celeste. You've pretty much lost control as the first mine went off, but it's stably heading towards the ground.
I guess I go. I guess I'm okay with this.
Sorry, you do shoot the 3 asteroids. You don't hit any of them. 2 more mines go off though.
Wait, I don't hit any of them?
You destroyed them all.
Oh, you mean the ship? Okay. I was like,
Oh, okay.
I was like,
Context.
The ship doesn't hit any of them. You're right. That was confusing. The ship doesn't hit any of them.
I was gonna be so pissed and be like, what happened if I failed? You shoot yourself.
The ship doesn't hit any of them. 2 more mines go off, 1 on the right, 1 on the left as you're heading towards the planet. Chris keeps it stable, but you're basically nosediving into the planet at this point. And
Fuck.
you all kind of strap in, brace yourselves, and one last thud as you hit the floor. All the lights in the Galaxy Plunger go off, and I want you all to make a hard resilience check.
Whew. Jesus Christ, Cedric.
Okay, so
I am very successful.
Shit, you all roll so quick. Okay, so Toe, you take 2 strain and 5 wounds.
Ow.
Merkava, you take 4 wounds and recover 3 strain.
Oh, okay.
Cedric, you don't take any wounds and you recover 3 strain. You just like you don't give a shit about any of this. You're fine. Kasari, Jesus,
What the fuck was that?
Jesus Christ.
That was my dog shaking her head.
It sounded
I
like
thought it was something very different.
it sounded like a robotic dick.
Kasari, you take 1 strain and 3 wounds.
No, she decided to walk up to me, look at me, and then just shake her head like 5 inches from my mic.
You best pet that dog. She wants attention.
And like I said, the ship has now stopped.
Is this damage or wounds?
I say
Well,
on
you
the
took 3
comms.
wounds and like 2 strain. Oh, 1 strain. You
I
took
say
3
on the
wounds
comms. I seem to have landed it.
Well, we've got here. And I'm in perfect condition. I don't know about you guys, but I'm fine.
Yeah, I've only got a minor scratch as blood is spurting out of my arm. I'm pretty sure I have like 3 broken ribs.
Are we right side up or upside down right now?
You're right side up. Chris managed to stabilize.
You
You basically just nosedived into the planet. And
Do we have landing gear though?
no.
How the hell are we gonna get out?
The lights are off right now.
We can break a window.
No.
I know you Jedi are allergic to it and all, but
No.
Makava could attempt to force lift us off the ground.
Breaking the windows will only upset our heathen gods.
Yeah, could I readjust the ship with move? Try to get us on like level ground.
Can you move a thing that you're standing on?
I was thinking about that, but I think you can.
Because I feel like
I'll-
Jedi be doing that shit all the time. They'd just be floating everywhere.
Jedi have done that shit.
When?
Yes,
I can't
Chris,
think of a time.
I'll let you do that again.
I feel like they have.
I
Oh,
just
boy.
feel like it's something.
I can. Chris, you hear in the back of your head, I could move the ship.
Oh no.
Ah,
You could,
alright,
you
fine.
could electrocute the ship. What?
Roll destiny.
Just don't break it, dude. This is the only thing we have.
He's gonna break.
Like,
You're technically doing it. You're just taking a bit of his chakra. I mean force power.
Chop.
He's so yeah. You take 2 conflict and 2 strain as you feel parts of dark energy move through you, and you guys, as you see Chris doing this, the lights flicker on for a second, and you see like this wicked, evil look in his eyes as he does it, and then the lights turn back off, and the ship is in a position where it's landed now technically, although it's a little wonky.
I probably think this is just more Jedi stuff. Don't really think about it too much.
I didn't see this because I was on the bottom floor, but if I did, I'd have.
Chris is
lots
on the
of-
bottom floor.
Oh,
No,
I
he's
say,
in
what the
cargo bay.
fuck? I say, Merkava.
yes.
I sort of, my fingers twitch as if to reach for my lightsaber. Are you okay?
Remember, this is in the dark.
Yeah.
So Merkava probably didn't see that.
Good. Moving the ship. It's heavy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. I get up.
I say, actually, I just realized the dark's probably not impairing me considering I'm a Trandoshan.
Do you have dark vision?
Well, no, I have infrared.
You can see the people then.
Yeah.
Alright. Can I make some mechanics checks to see the state of the ship? Like if we're ever leaving this planet again.
You're probably better off doing that outside. Nothing inside seems that bad.
Alright. Who's ready to make contact?
Except Sless, who's a bloody mess.
I am going
I
to.
say, by the
unconnect
way,
my
if
force
anyone
die
has
credit.
a Band-Aid, that'd be appreciated.
Okay, Charles.
Some
Actually, I
Neosporin.
think I have a what's it called?
Would the medical droid still be online?
Just slap some Neosporin on it.
You'd
It'll
have
be
to go
fine.
check.
Never mind, I used all my medkits.
I'm gonna go check the med bay real quick and see if that's still in working order.
So one second, I want to do something. I don't want to just do this. I want to leave it to FaD. Okay, so the first thing you notice is the crab egg is still intact. It was not broken by the rough landing.
I run into
However,
to the crab bay to check on him.
The egg is fine, and in fact, you see a wiggle when you walk in.
Oh,
Aww.
The medical droids though are horribly, horribly broken.
God damn it.
Also, the back does leak all over the floor. It was broken.
God damn it.
how's my crystal collection?
I say, do humans lay eggs?
What was your crystal collection again in total?
That's a good question.
The Accolade of Haste and the Jewel of Antar, right?
Well, the Accolade of Haste is in my lightsaber.
Is it just the Jewel of Antar?
It's the Jewel of Antar. It's my own personal old lightsaber crystal. And then I think I added another. I need to check my inventory 1 second. Where do I keep my inventory? Item inventory.
Oh yeah, then you had a quartzite crystal.
Yeah.
But that went black.
Yep, the Corzite crystal. Well, no, I didn't add that to the collection. The Grailwood saber would be there, and the Sith necklace.
It's all fine, yeah.
Okay, I set it all back up on its perch if it fell over.
Yeah.
Oh, glad to see that's all right at least. So,
Does the crab appear to be hatching, or is it just sort of like shaking?
As you put your hand on it, you can feel it kick, but it's not hatching.
Okay.
I say, so why do we have an egg?
It's a crab, a giant crab. At least it will be.
Kasari took it on as sort of a pet.
Yeah. I don't know if they allow pets at the Jedi Temple.
I say, isn't that a bit cruel?
What?
Enslaving
found it
another
all.
species. I mean, of course you can hunt it, but then you give it the liberation of death at the end.
No, see, the thing is I'm pretty sure these crabs aren't sapient, so it's technically not enslavement.
I don't understand.
They don't possess the capacity for thought that we do.
Does that matter?
Yes, greatly.
Humans are strange.
You know,
Yes,
Speak for
yes, we
yourself.
are.
this sounds like my bioethics class. It's this
So do you all walk outside?
I say good morning, Krabby. I'll see you later, and I leave.
Well, actually,
Mr. Krabs.
can I get diagnostics running on the droid so when I have to repair them eventually I could get, like, boost or something?
What do you mean? Like you gonna try and figure out what's wrong with them?
Yeah, like, is it like...
broken? Bits of them are laying around the medical bay.
Oh, god damn it, this is gonna take a... This is the worst. Like, it's gonna take forever to fix.
Your initial diagnosis is that it would be easier and cheaper to buy new ones.
Well, that doesn't sound like my MO, so we're gonna fix them. No.
Well,
Plus-
you do still have parts, I think, from like the Jedi Guard robots on Antar. Pretty sure you took those parts to put them back together again, and then never did. So those might be able to help you.
Yeah, that could come in handy.
Though they might have fallen off from the cargo bay during the crash. Who knows?
So, do you guys think
Wait,
that
are we
could
missing the
maybe
cargo bay?
go get help?
But, buddy, I'm gonna go look in the cargo bay. Do we still have one?
Do you still have what?
A cargo bay?
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
The exit is. So
Well,
do you all?
I think we've only got one more thing to do is look actually how bad the damage is.
Oh, I can probably tell you from a good guess. Real bad.
So the air is quite thick, the skies are dark, and within viewing distance, you can see this giant city structure that you assume to be Nitrosane. That's where the signal is coming from. The outer hull of the Galaxy Plunger is almost completely destroyed. There's it's a wonder you actually managed to land, because most of the hull is blown open. Massive explosions have left it bent and destroyed and crumpled. You notice, however, that the engine and the drive is pretty intact, but the fueling system and where the fuel was stored is gone. It must have been lost to space or dropped somewhere else on the planet. So, yeah, that's the damage.
I say, you know, I'm actually kind of impressed with myself. We've survived a suicide run.
Yep. Won't be the first. Won't be the last, so...
Oh, I hope it's the last.
Nah, we gotta get off this rock.
Okay, alright.
Well, first we need to find out about that distress call.
Yes.
No.
That
First, we need to hide the ship.
yeah.
The planet's authorities know we're here.
Yeah, actually, that may be a priority.
Why don't somebody roll a knowledge core worlds check?
I got it. Difficulty?
Yeah, good point. I'd say daunting 4.
Shit.
To your knowledge, Malastare has very oppressive government that still definitely exists, and it's very stressful for you that you now have to hide the ship. Take 2 strength.
Oh, god damn it. We need to hide the ship.
You look a little stressed there, bud.
So what does the
So,
environment look
How
like?
do you plan on hiding an entire ship?
Mostly, Cedric, you kind of broke some trees on the landing. You're at the edge of a forest though, and you can tell that between here and Nitrosane is a plain.
Other than like force moving the ship into the forest and like covering it, then
We can dig a very big hole and bury it.
No, I was just going to hide it on the edge of the forest and then move greenery so that from space it looks like a part of the forest. Just general camouflage. It's not going to be so well hidden that you could like walk right up to it and not see it. It's just that...
I could cover it in trees.
There you go.
Shall I try and cover it delicately with trees?
I
think I'll assist with horsepower moving it.
We aren't going to be flying it anytime soon, so if you want.
It still wouldn't hurt to, have this place, hidden in case we need somewhere to hide.
No, I meant putting trees on it.
You don't need any rolls. You successfully hide it in a way that you're comfortable with.
No, I wasn't sure if we were somehow going to break the ship by slamming a several hundred pound tree onto it.
That's fine. It's already
with the damage, that'd be so minor compared to the damage it's already sustained.
Like, I think a building collapsing on it would be like, it's not that bad.
Chris, I'll say your initial diagnosis for the ship is also that it would be cheaper and easier just to buy a new one.
Well, that doesn't sound like my MO, so not doing that.
And it is a galaxy plunger after all.
Just realized the person with an unlimited bank account is saying, it's not my job.
So what do you guys do?
Well,
I suggest that we find the city as soon as possible.
Well, we should probably get some, emergency survival equipment off the ship just in case.
Ah, yes, that. If you find any band-aids, please. I think I have a broken rib.
You know what? Actually, come here. No, I'll see if I can't patch you up.
I mean, the ship has, Putty would have the stats for it, but the ship has rations for a certain amount of days.
Yeah, that'd be in Jackson's.
I think there's
Character
in
sheet.
handouts, there's a ship Galaxy Plunger handout that has all the details. I just
what's the difficulty of healing up Celeste?
I think it's easy if he's under half of his wound threshold. Average.
Yes, I am. Under half.
Well, you feel great. How about that?
There's 3 months worth of consumables.
How many hit points do I recover, Putty?
It's however many successes. Let's have a look.
Well, I have a triumph and 2,
You can heal a crit. You can heal 2 strain. You can heal no wounds.
Oh, great!
Well, at least now
I
you
say,
know how to pass
that was a great back massage, Merkava, but...
hey, you were looking stressed.
I'll take a back massage.
I don't know how that solves the broken rib problem.
No one ever gives
Really
me...
massages the rib.
No one ever gives me back massages.
You heal 4 wounds, Kasari.
Yeah.
I'm 2 strain. I'm 2 strain.
I am fine. Don't even bother.
You're
So
going with
you
this
guys-
back massage.
You guys gonna head towards the structure then?
Yes.
Oh, there's a structure?
We have enough supplies, so I'll say, can we all just does anyone want to be bringing food with them for this in case we need it? Because we have food in the ship that we can bring.
I wouldn't trust any food on this planet, so yeah, we should bring it.
Well, how
Whoa,
much?
whoa, racism.
How many?
No,
days?
the planet almost blew us up on entry,
I
alright?
say,
Maybe all
Who knows what their
maybe-
food does?
I
maybe
say,
all the food-
worst case scenario, I can hunt for food if you need it.
Maybe all the food
Yeah.
has micro explosives inside it.
it's Taco Bell Part 2.
Cedric, since you're the big guy with all the strong muscles, do you want to carry a big load of food for us?
Sure.
Do you guys not have, like, med packs or anything in that ship?
No, we have stim. Actually, I think
Or
I still have
stim
med packs.
I have like 15 stim packs.
We would have.
Yeah, what's our stim count? We should
Can I
distribute
have a
those.
stim pack, please?
I'll stick them. All right. Yep. You heal 5 wounds.
Yeah. I was like sitting here asking for anyone to if they got any of that shit, and they're just all like, "Oh, well, let's hide the ship." Like, okay.
Hey, I gave you a back massage.
So are you guys all,
And it was an excellent back massage.
you all done at the ship now?
Um,
Are you guys all done at the ship now?
I think so.
Okay, so as
Paddy, how much could I take of the
month's worth.
rations?
a month's worth.
A month's
What?
worth. Okay. I have
There's
1
space
month's
rations.
worth
Is
of.
that a month's
space
worth for
rations.
everyone, or a month's worth for one person?
Everyone, and it's going to be five. It'll be 5 encumbrances you take the box.
Ooh. Can't really take that much. Only got 2 encumbrance left.
Well, I mean, I guess if we're really down to it, you could just take like a week.
I can carry 2 encumbrance worth, and you can take 2 encumbrance worth.
It'll be more encumbrance if you don't take it in the box. It's only 5 because he manages to box it up really nice.
Oh,
Shit. Well, everyone gorge themselves.
No, what?
We're going
Well-
the hibernation route.
Well, we can use this as
We'll be too
hopefully
tired
a
to
mini
move.
base. So we just come back here if we need food.
what if we go more than a? Do you
No.
not need to eat every day?
You know, I'm worried that as soon as we step away from the ship, it's going to get nuked from orbit.
Or this is like gonna be a weird Twilight Zone shit where we can't find anything.
What do you guys?
Just buck up and carry it, Cedric. Stop whining.
I still
would go
think
over
that
some.
even if we'll end up carrying less, that me and you should probably just split the encumbrance.
Yeah, because
Yeah, sure.
Do you both take 2 encumbrance worth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you each have a week's worth of rations for everyone?
Okay.
Okay. Like, we should be here
2
longer
weeks
than
should
2
be
weeks.
enough.
I mean, if
Yeah.
we're still out there in 2 weeks, we'll head back to the ship.
Okay, so do you now head towards the structure?
Sure.
Yeah.
I think that's our best bet.
Okay, so as you get closer and closer, you start to realize the shape of it. There's kind of a big outer wall to the city, and there's clearly like a settlement and a number of settlements within that wall. In the middle is kind of a spire that leads up into what appears to be kind of a city again at the top of the spire. As you get even closer, you start to notice that you're going towards what appears to be the front entrance. However, the front entrance has what you can tell about 6 auto turrets defending it.
Oh. I say, so are those auto turrets what shot down our ship, or was that something else? Like, are they planetary guns, or?
Yeah, they look like planetary guns, mostly. They look very versatile and very advanced. They look like they could do a lot.
Oh, I think those are what shot down our ship.
well,
Probably.
not careful, they'll shoot us down again. So I don't know. Should we
wouldn't
deal
think
with
that.
these?
We might be too small. I mean, imagine trying to basically aim a cannon at a single person. That's what they would be doing right there if
But
they shot
they
at us.
succeeded. Oh, you mean right now as we're walking up? Okay, no, yeah, that'd be weird. I doubt it can even aim down at us. I'm guessing they're kind of.
They are aimed downwards at the moment.
Oh, what the fuck?
They're
That's
it's an assumption that they shot down the ship.
oh.
Okay, so
Do you guys think we should sneak there?
I think
Keep in
we
mind
need
that
to
this
disable.
is a major city, and this is the front entrance.
Oh,
Yeah, like
Sneaky,
Does anyone
sneaky.
else think it's weird that this city has a wall?
oh no!
I look
this
back at
isn't
the
medieval
forest.
times. Why would they have a wall?
I go look back at the forest.
I
and
don't
go,
know. Maybe they elected Trump.
I look back at the forest and say, well, the last time there was a wall and a forest, there was some dark Sith thing inside of it.
Well,
So-
they either
was
want
more-
to keep something in or keep us out.
That
So
was more of a fence. This is a giant cement wall.
well,
Once again, I'd just like to kind of put into
Yeah.
educated minds that this might not be the only entrance in this city.
No, I got that.
I figured.
Clearly, what Putty's trying to tell us is that we should go through the front entrance, and it is the smartest choice, and that there's no other options,
Well,
right, Putty?
What we should
That's
do?
certainly an option.
We
that
should
I would
walk
come
around.
up
yes.
We should walk around the entirety of the city, find all the entrances, and then split up equally between them all.
The keep throwing Russians at it strategy.
with. Or are you gonna walk around the entire city looking for entrances?
How big is the city?
It'll take you 2 hours to 2 or 3
Oh.
hours to walk around it.
Oh,
Wow.
honestly, yeah, I'm fine with that plan. Then I
Yeah.
thought
Yeah.
you were gonna be like 5 days.
I thought it was like a mega city.
It's pretty big, but it's not a mega city, and you know.
Putty, I'm gonna commit a force die for enhance again.
Okay, so one person make a hard perception check.
When a mean plan turns to a
I
real-
should probably do that. No, unless someone has a higher perception than 3 ranks.
Nope.
Jesus. Nope.
You're
Oh,
unperceivable.
well, okay. I guess my my advantage die just don't want to roll anything today.
So you all walk around the city, and you don't find anything particularly inconspicuous. But when you reach the back of the city, the north end of it, there is another entrance that has kind of. It doesn't have any guns, but it does have kind of. What's the word? Turnstiles, as it were, but like big and blocky, and it would be very difficult to get in without any type of clearance. But it appears to be some sort of immigration gate. There is a kind of a terminal and a computer inside a nearby hut, and some
I
some
think
places.
we could apply for citizenship.
Oh no.
Real question. Wait, real quick, Putty. I stop walking. I
Yeah.
sit there still. I close my eyes, and I listen. Do I hear even the slightest noises of a giant city?
Oh no!
I say, I think this place is abandoned, guys. I don't think there's anyone in here.
Oh,
Which begs the question, why were we shot at? It must be some sort of, like, automated program.
I bet
yes.
Shao
If there's
just testing us.
That would be funny. In a very not funny way.
well, if we
Unless
manage
they
to
have
get into
really
the city,
good
then we'll have an entire city to ourselves.
We will be kings and queens of the universe! Anyway, yeah, let's go inside.
Well, you're gonna
Take
have to-
conflict.
You have to find a way inside first.
Oh.
I'm sure I could force
How
leap over the top.
difficult would it be for me to get past those turnstiles?
Actually, how
Physically,
thick are
or,
these
like-
walls?
Very thick.
Are these the kinds of turnstiles that go all the
they?
way up to the ceiling?
Yeah, that's like it's kind
No.
of it's less turnstiles and more two like doors that are gonna open when you register.
Well,
you
I've
know what I
seen
mean?
those where they have turnstiles where it's like 20 bars and it goes from the, you know what I mean?
Oh, now I know what you mean. Yeah, it's something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it looks like they're a blender
Yeah,
for
yeah.
people.
Was the front entrance open in any way?
There was a gate from what you could tell all the way back beyond the
Okay.
the turrets.
Well, we have lightsabers. Why don't we just cut through?
I mean, like I said, there was also a shack with a terminal next to.
Well, I mean, let's say that it's just it's mandatory quiet hours like North Korea, and we just break through the doors of the city.
I forgot. You believe that the city is under a dictatorship now?
Especially,
I don't know.
Specifically a North Korean-esque dictatorship.
Yeah, exactly.
Only kind.
Well, I mean, you can never be too careful. I mean, who knows? They could all be. It could be a race of
You're
blind
either
and deaf
Kim
people.
Jong-un or a bastion of Finnish democracy.
Exactly. No in between.
Wait, what?
Although, to be fair, we have also seen civilizations that don't require speech to communicate.
What's weird is this is technically supposed to be a more advanced civilization, but I don't think there's a single planet in Star Wars that matches Finnish democracy. that gets to that level of utopian society. They're all much shitter. Maybe like Alderaan kind of comes close. Okay, yeah. So, I mean, you said there was a computer in the shack that might control this?
Yeah.
Okay, well, who's good with computers? I say we try it.
I can take a crack at it.
Okay, so you open up the computer, and there seem to be 3 functions. One to open the doors. There's also another one to open a safe, and there's another one to access some logs.
I guess I'll start with the logs.
Safes.
The logs? That's going to be formidable.
Oh, shit.
You can flip Destiny, by the way.
Formidable is 5?
Yeah.
Whew, alright.
Do you want to flip Destiny?
I think it might be a good idea.
Yeah, this will be something to use it on. Okay, here we go. Oh.
You've clearly done some damage to the computer, and you have not accessed the logs.
Great.
I'm going to guess that you probably can't access anything else right now.
Are you going to try?
Probably try to open the door.
While he's doing this, can I observe how easy it would be to scale the wall itself?
Oh, it's huge. Like the main wall?
Yeah.
It's like a
Wait, there are sub-walls?
Could there be like something in my
it's
ability
Bossing
belt
Say.
that might allow me to scale it?
You could definitely have some grappling hooks and stuff, but like from a simple observation, you're not sure they're gonna stick in this thing.
Is this
really
as high
solid.
as the outer wall of Bossing Say, Putty?
How high was the outer wall of Bossing Say?
I don't know. I mean, it's just really fucking tall.
Yeah,
dude.
I would say, Marshall, that this wall does meet really fucking tall standards.
Okay, cool.
No, if this is Bossing Say, we're fine, because after all, there's no war there. So...
There is no war in Nitrosane.
I think that's a true statement. There's no one here to fight.
We'll make the war.
According
Punch
to the Avatar wiki, the Bossing Say outer wall is 100 meters tall.
That's
So
really
as
tall.
as you guys are walking into this place and watching Chris fail to hack it, you notice that there are a number of like passports scattered across the floor. There's a desk and some drawers and a cabinet. Chris, are you going to attempt to open the doors on the computer?
Oh, why don't we just pick
yeah.
up a passport?
Wait, there's passwords.
Passports.
Oh, okay.
Wait, hold on. Can I walk up and see if I can use one of the passports to walk in?
Sure, you scan one of the passports and it says rejected.
Oh.
That's probably
I
why.
try
they're here.
another one.
Also says rejected.
I think that's a pile of rejected passports.
I try another one.
Oh my god.
Also, it says pending.
I wait.
Estimated time until acceptance. 99999.
It's a hard computers check with 2 setback.
I try asking the machine, please.
It says
Wait.
rejected.
Can I try to repair the damage that I did to the computer?
Why don't you make a hard mechanics check?
Nice.
You repair the
Sweating
damage.
profusely.
No. You repair the damage you did earlier, but do some more damage in the process.
I broke and fixed it.
Are you gonna try and access the doors again?
Yeah.
It's a hard check with 3 setback.
God damn it, Chris.
I'm fixing it.
I just imagine you repairing the parts you broke by taking wires out of the part that's working.
Oh my god!
I did it.
You open the
Well,
door
other
and
than the fact
Wait,
that you rolled
those are not
3
setback dice.
Oh.
You rolled a much harder check than you had to.
Incredible check. Don't re-roll it. That's fine. I'll just.
just
Chris, you already went through a trial
wait.
by fire.
You could just subtract the rolls of the red dice and roll setback. You
Yeah,
know?
but like I'm like he passed anyway, and those red dice are gonna be worse than like any setback. So like I don't mind just leaving it, and I'll even take away the 3 reds. And I'll do a fudge. So you have access to this function now, and but clearly the terminal is in a bit of a state of disrepair at the moment.
This thing's fucking old.
Chris, what the hell have you done to this terminal?
Let him work.
Carver.
It's definitely not on fire. I'll
Still
use my-
have. You could still try to get into those other two functions.
Are the doors open?
Wait. Chris can open them now.
Open them
Okay.
before you break the computer.
I'll press the open button.
Doors open.
Okay, now open the safe if you can.
Okay, let's try that.
Formidable check, and all the setback is gone.
Oh, okay. That's awfully
Because it's-
generous.
No, it's so broken that like all the security measures that activated broke.
It was a strategy, guys.
Anybody like look around the office while he's doing this, or are you guys just watching him?
I'm gonna have a look around. What's
Wait, you said
difficulty?
formidable?
Perception check. Yeah, it's for no, it's daunting. Sorry, daunting.
So 4.
4.
That's a advantageous failure.
It is an advantageous failure. You can actually, so Chris, so Charles, you find nothing and take 2 strain. But Chris, you don't access the function. The 2 functions are still available to be accessed, but you can tell from that one advantage that there's clearly some sort of password on this device.
Oh, could I try to? Could I specifically try to like crack the password?
Okay, that would be formidable. Would you like to flip test to me?
Absolutely. Actually, nah. We have the door open. I'm just messing around at this point.
Are you in a wind tunnel right now, Chris?
Oh, sorry. I just turned my fan. There we go. That's better.
It did sound like he's like running through the breeze.
Yes. Oh man, I'm enjoying this so much. I decided to go for a run. There we go.
Nope. You know that there's a password, but you don't know it.
Okay, fuck this. Can I just cut this thing open? I light my lightsaber.
The safe?
Yeah.
Make a melee attack against it.
I was asking Rakava if it's okay if I do it.
Oh.
Why don't we try like shaking it first to see if
It's a big.
Well, you've broken this already, so
Yeah,
you might.
What if something porcelain's inside? And it,
I think the lightsaber will do more damage to it then.
no, I'm just gonna break off the hinges with the light. I'm not gonna like plunge it through the back. I'm like,
Wait, you said you don't murder something when you try to open it?
my strategy is just to cut the hinges off.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, if you want to try that.
Okay. I don't know how the fuck.
I guess this is a weapon of...
How do you open
Instead
a safe?
of a melee check, then just make a hard lightsaber check since you've got a specific strategy.
But it got even harder. Oh wait, although it switched to lightsaber, which is better, I guess. Or
What was it before?
you said melee.
Yeah, no, a melee attack, which would have been your lightsaber.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. It's more difficult because I have a more specific goal in mind.
Yeah, and it's like instead of doing
Wait,
damage.
If I
either-
if I didn't specify, was I just gonna slash at it wildly?
Yeah, you're gonna attack it.
Yeah, Beyblade.
Okay.
Just go.
Please, okay. This is remember to specify things, guys. He's a madman.
That's how I am. Alright, you successfully open the safe. Inside is 2,000 credits, a bar of chocolate, and a password.
Ooh! I say, got a
Are you-
password. I hand it to you, Chris.
Oh, I thought
God.
you were really amazed about the whole bar of chocolate thing.
And then I say, ooh, bar of chocolate. And I
Sure, it probably tastes nasty considering the city's been abandoned.
Wait. Before you open that, check the dates on it.
does it have a date?
It expired about a year ago.
I mean, chocolate doesn't really expire. I mean, I've had.
Oh my god.
Are you sure about that?
In real life, though, like all confessions out, I once ate a bar of chocolate that was like 7 years old.
What?
That explains the brain damage.
It was a Hershey's bar, and it tasted like it was just off the line. Like I don't believe this whole expire thing. Anyway, I'll say,
Okay.
does anyone else want a piece of the expired chocolate?
You're eating expired food.
Then again, I'm not sure if Kasari has the physical constitution that Marshall Peterson does when it comes to eating rotten foods.
Celeste stares blankly at the offer and says, "I'm fine."
No, more for
No,
me.
hit me with that shit.
Oh, okay. This is continuing also Kasari's streak of eating strange foods. Because I think, hasn't she done this twice before? Or
Yeah, she done milk. She had like there's a weird thing with Australia.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I break off a piece for you, Makava, and I eat the chocolate.
I forget. Did you eat? Who ate this? Who ate the salad?
That was also Marshall, the stim pack salad.
Stimpack salad.
Yeah.
I also ate a weird thing on a stick in a black market.
Because I make a hard resilience check.
I don't think I've ever failed one of these two. Like I
you
always am
haven't.
like, hey, this is a delicious meal. I'll never know that this is horribly poisonous.
So it gives you the sugar and the kind of nutrition that a chocolate bar would, but
Nutrition.
it doesn't taste very nice.
Aw.
And it gives you 1 strength.
Aw. This is stressful eating this shitty chocolate bar.
Do I have to roll to use the password?
No,
Because at this point, I don't know.
You enter the password, then it opens.
Oh, okay. I don't know, man. With my luck with computers recently.
You accidentally spill your chocolate and it blows up the computer.
So with the password, you gain access to these logs.
Okay,
Would someone
number
like to read?
Number 1, 0, 4, 3, 6, 5. Shada or Dito. Long term. Number something something
What?
something. James Chone. Short term. Number something something something. Hordo Sal. Short term. Shiko Hoff. Short term. Gina Coro. Short term. David Sooth. Long term. Thomas Sinclair. Short term. Helda Ordito. Long term. Zinzalin Ordito. Long term. Fierno Kavar. Wait. Kavar. We know a Kavar, don't we?
No, it's similar to my last name, but it's not my last name.
What's your last name? Oh, Karar.
Karar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jozo Chavez, short term. Star Smith, short term. Well, the first thing I notice off the bat is we have a lot of Orditos. 1, 2, 3 Orditos. I don't know if there's any other repeats.
There's an Ordito conspiracy.
Yeah.
Well, looking at their numbers, none of I don't know if these are registry numbers of sorts, as in like they're assigned numerically.
I don't think they're in order. They're wildly different.
No, I'm saying like we can assume that like Helda and Shada are similar in age, while Zinzalin is younger because he has a later registry number.
Oh,
Okay, so anyway, personal log, date.
I like how Charles just got something.
Approximately 1.5 years ago. They've let us off early today.
I spelt that so wrong.
That's concerning. I've worked here for over 15 years, and I've never once been let off early. So there must be something going on higher up that's pretty serious. Might try to get up to the inner city later and see if I can see what all the fuss is about. But first, early dinner.
Oh shit.
Is Cedric going to share with the rest of the group in character what he knows?
I think so.
Think so? That's a yes or no question, my friend.
Well, your
I-
voice exploded, so.
So at the mention of Zinzalin, I point and go, I've heard that name before. Like, very recently.
Who?
And Zinzalin.
Yeah, no, who told you?
Oh no, I met him. I think.
Who's Zinzalin then?
Zinzalin was the person I met at Antar. He
The little
happened to have a lot of lightsabers, let's just put it that way.
Yeah, I met him too. He never told me his name, but is
Yeah,
that's
he
who that
said
was?
it to me. I think it is.
Well, another thing I noticed, this night might not be directly connected, but we know that there was At the Muddy Rudder, we know that the what's his name's partner had Sal as his name. Now that could be a first name or a last name, but there's a Hordo Sal here.
Yeah, there's a Hordo Sal there.
Anyway,
Short term though, so who knows? They could have just visited in their lifetime.
Maybe Sal's just a real common last name.
Zinzalin has a long-term passport, meaning he could probably still use it to get in and out of the city.
You know what that means?
He might be here.
There's lightsabers here.
Well, maybe not.
That's where he's getting the ball.
I don't.
How did you make that connection, Chris?
Let's go get some boss weapons.
No, Zinzalin went to Dagobah.
Also, this place was still alive as recently as approximately 1.5 years ago.
Although there's no records after that.
I'm guessing that's what you meant by the tilde, Putty, approximately. What, Putty?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What is happening?
I said yeah, and you said what? So
okay,
I
didn't hear anything, and then the second time it was really creepy. Might try to get up to the.
But he's slowly turning into a snake person.
I'm a fucking snake.
Oh man, there was so much.
Snake.
Oh my god, no.
Okay, so he was let off early, and that's concerning. Maybe whatever he was let off early for is what made this city a ghost town.
Yeah. A mass execution and or suicide.
1.5 years ago would have been during the war, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Around the Battle of Malachor 5.
Oh.
So I wonder if this place was just evacuated.
Making that connection, I was told by some of the Jedi who are at Malachor 5 that the destruction of the planet set a sort of ripple across the Force.
Yep.
Perhaps that ripple reached here and did something to this planet.
Maybe? Dunno. It was a very strange event. Trust me. Well, there's only one way to find out exactly what happened. Let's go.
Yeah, I guess that we've been sitting here in front of an open door for a while now.
As you enter the city, you kind of go through some narrow passageways before you get to the actual city. And towards the end, there's kind of a neon sign that says Access Zone. And you enter what appears to be kind of an industrial complex with a number of official-looking buildings.
Anybody around?
You don't see anybody around. It's very dark. All the lights and all the buildings are off. And you also notice an elevator that goes all the way up to the upper spire.
Hmm.
You see a few buildings that look like passport offices, a few immigration offices, and a few factories.
Can I roll perception to see if I see anything strange or out of the ordinary?
You don't really need to roll perception. This is all pretty strange. It looks like a ghost town.
Well, let's see if we can find out what happened here. So I'm gonna try and head over to one of the passport offices.
And inside?
Yep.
Okay. So inside there are a bunch of, again, passports lying on the floor, and a bunch of computers and desks and stuff like that.
I should take a look at those computers.
I'm gonna shout out, say, McCarver, do you want to try and not damage these computers?
I'm on it. I've got them in my sights.
Okay, so the computers are all not really in a functioning state and will require a few repairs.
Oh, okay, I can do that. Mechanics checks.
Sure. So an average mechanics check to get one.
30 broken computer terminals later.
All right.
Okay, so you successfully repaired the computer, and now make an easy computers check to access it.
We're just waiting for Chris to somehow fail this.
Okay, so you managed to access the system, and you can tell that this computer was used for creating passports. There's a camera next to it that still works, and if you all wanted to, you can make your own passport.
Bruh, who wants souvenirs? Who wants a passport?
Sure, fuck it. Sounds fun.
Alright.
It might help us later.
Alright, get in front of the haunted camera.
We all need passports just in case the city tries to shoot at us.
I sort of.
I
brushed
also
my
say, I say, McCarver, can you tell if there's like these images go to any like central database in the city?
Well, stand in front of it and I'll test it out. Actually, I'll just fire a blank real quick.
It appears on the screen and like puts it onto a passport ready for you.
Alright, does it seem to have like sent the file anywhere else?
Hard computers check.
Damn.
I think it might have sent it somewhere. You can't really tell the networking conditions of this computer.
Alright, either way, yeah, whoever wants... Wait, is there, like, clearance level options for the passports?
No.
Okay, these are just standard passports.
So I fluff my hair and I make sure my robes aren't wrinkled, and I get in front of the camera.
Alright, do I have to roll this to do the passport?
No, you activated the computer. It gets made.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll get one done for fun as well. Anyone else want one?
Sluss gets in front of the camera and gives a classic Trandoshan smile.
And does Cedric get one?
Cedric will get one as well.
Awesome.
After you're finished, Merkava, you notice through the system that you can tell that these passports, while they exist and they're physical, they're not registered on any kind of system until they've been officially registered on the big machine.
Where's the big machine?
It's in the corner.
Oh, okay. Well, follow me to the big machine.
You get to the big machine and you can tell that it's not powered.
Force lightning?
I was just gonna say that.
Alright, how can I get this thing powered?
Force lightning.
Is there
you
plug
emperor.
socket?
Is it unplugged?
No, it appears to be plugged into some power source in a cabinet in the corner.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll go over to the cabinet.
Did you guys not hear me?
Nope.
No.
Locked.
Cedric, punch this thing open.
Wait, it's
You want me
locked?
to-
Yeah, punch the lock.
Why don't you just have me? What would the check be? Would it be a mechanics check to open it, or a? Oh, I say, I can help with that if you want.
Yeah, sure. I love how this turned into a quest for passports.
By the way, should we split up the credits that I found earlier, or am I just gonna keep them all?
I don't know. You haven't told me about those credits. You just offered a chocolate bar that was clearly expired.
Kasari did what she thought was most important first. But does anyone want the money?
How much was it?
Sluss would appreciate money.
Okay, so Slash gets a share. Who else wants some money?
Like, I think us two are alright.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, here's 1,000 credits, Les.
Oh, thank you. What's the skullduggery check, by the way?
Easy.
Easy. Okay.
Oh, jeez. Oh, you forgot to roll, difficulty.
Well,
Yeah, you put exclamation mark P rather than.
Okay, so you successfully open the lock. It's a therapeutic experience. You recover 3 strain, and you learn about the kind of locking mechanical systems that were commonplace in the culture of Malastare, and they're going to have you can upgrade all checks on locks in Nitrosane.
Oh, cool. I say, wow. I need to really break more locks.
You should open up. You should open up shop as a locksmith in town.
I've never had such a Zen experience before. I think I found my calling.
Dude, you should get a collection of locks just to like practice picking. That seemed to really do it for you.
I do think I'm going to pick up a new hobby.
So inside the cabinet, you see kind of a generator that's also has a wire that leads outside.
All right, let's follow the wire.
Okay. So as you go,
I love how this is all to get passports, which we don't necessarily need.
This is the quest for passports now.
Souvenirs.
you follow the wire all the way to its end. There's a massive kind of generator that seems to be connected to a lot of the buildings in the middle of the access zone.
I don't think you guys realize how much money souvenirs like this cost at an amusement park nowadays. I mean, we're getting these for a steal.
Well, we're literally stealing them.
Exactly.
So, the generator, is it in disrepair or is it just off?
It seems to require some sort of power source that isn't there.
Like, is it just out of fuel, or is it missing a power cell?
We could possibly use these passports to legally get off the planet and not be shot down by an automated system.
Hey, look at that.
Maybe.
Hard mechanics check, Chris, to find out.
Nice.
I'm not looking at that channel at the moment. What was the result?
5 success, 2 threat.
Okay, 2 threat, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
You can notice
clearly not a very Zen experience.
You can tell that there's clearly a missing power cell here. However, unfortunately, your experience with power cells tells you that the shape and the size and the connection seems to be a power cell that is only found on Corellia.
Well, okay, let's go to Corellia.
Couldn't he, in theory, just take a power cell from one of the other generators or whatever was hooked up to the other one? And...
Our droids were from Corellia, right? Are they the same power cell?
Yeah, I bet I could rig it up to work. It did piss off the droids, but I mean, whatever, we'll get it back to them.
Yeah, you'd have to walk all the way back to the ship, though.
It's a souvenirs, Marshall, come on.
It'll take you about 4 hours to get back to the ship.
Cedric, I'm jumping on your back. Onward, noble steed.
I look at him very disapprovingly and say, look, can't we rig something else other than going 4 hours back to the ship?
There are quite literally other working machines. They all must have power cells.
Yeah, could we try and take one of the power cells out of the machine that worked?
Oh.
See if that would fit.
The tiny terminal.
The tiny terminal.
Yes, I'm sure.
But we got 2 terminals that worked.
I'm sure the power cell that powers a tiny terminal will definitely be used for a generator that powers an entire city.
Wait, I wonder if we couldn't just...
You could just use force.
Wait, we could just route power from somewhere off the grid, I guess. No, because if it's coming from the generator, if we put a power cell in the generator, it's going to power everything. If we just want to power the machine, it's going to take much less power.
Yeah, but we might want to use the elevator too sometime.
We can have Cedric carry us up.
Yeah, I could just force jump up.
Oh, okay.
It's very high.
Alright,
Okay.
well...
Grappling... look, you need to force jump really high and then use the
throw
grappling
the
hook
grappling hook.
Actually, I guess if the gang wants to split up and look for clues, I mean power spells. Because it looks like
we haven't looked around for power cells. Puddy, does it look like it's been ripped out, or is it just not there? The power cell.
Make a hard perception check.
Now that I think about it, if the city is powered down, then there's one of two possibilities. Those guns have a different power source than this main city generator, or something else shot us out of the sky.
Was that your perception check, Chelsea?
Yep.
I'm inclined that because they were pointing down, they might be powered off.
It looks like it was taken out by someone unfamiliar with mechanics, but you can't really tell what exactly happened.
Well, from my astute observations, it doesn't look like the person knew what they were doing, just like me. So I don't know. A lot of things seem to be off. I could, if we can find a way up to the wall, we could have a closer look at that, at the actual turrets, see if they're powered off or they're the things that shot us.
Aren't the walls also really, really tall?
Yes, the walls are also really, really tall.
Do
but
we
now
have
we're
a
inside
giant
the city.
ruler so we can have an accurate measurement of just how tall these walls are?
No. They're very big. Refuse to be drawn into measurements.
Is there some form of way, visible way that I can see that there's a way up to the top?
Of the city? The spire?
Of the wall?
There's no public access that you can see anywhere that you've been.
A maintenance hatch, maybe? Or, like, a non-public area?
You haven't seen one.
Okay. Well, we've got a choice. We can either try and jury-rig this with a power cell from a droid, or we can try and find one somewhere else, maybe in one of the factories. Puddy, I'm going to go over and look in one of the factories, see if it's a power cell factory.
There are 3 factories nearby, and they have a few images on the side, one of which is a gun, one of which is a can, and another of which is clothing.
So, I guess this is a gun shop, a
grocery store, and probably
these are not shops, these are factories.
It's actually all the same business. They make them in separate lines and then they assemble it together. The gun can food.
Okay.
I'm gonna look in the one that looks like a can, see if there's anything in there.
Okay, do you all follow Cedric, or is it just Cedric?
Kasari's getting kind of bored with all this talk about power cells. She doesn't understand why we really need electricity. She's just gonna start wandering towards whatever picks up her interest.
Okay, I'll come back
to that. I don't know. I imagine Celeste is probably also wandering for more locks to pick.
Okay, we'll come back to that. Mercado.
I'm just gonna cry next to the generator.
Oh my god. Your tears started up.
Okay, so Cedric, you walk into this facility, and there is a cacophony of conveyor belts that are holding a number of cans. The conveyor belts are stopped; they're not working. There are a number of stations where clearly workers were, and there is kind of in the corner there is a separate kind of office building, not building, but you know what I mean, office.
I'm gonna go over to the office.
First of all, before you do you have 2 skill in mechanics?
I do.
Okay, then make a easy mechanics check. So you realize by looking at this system that although there were stations for workers, there was also a way to automize the system at one point, and that food was meant to be brought in and automatically canned here. Brought in from somewhere else. Do you still go into the office?
Yeah, I'm still going to go into the office.
So there are a number of parts laying around. A broken terminal that seems to have been salvaged for parts at some point, and a few drawers and cabinets and stuff, and a desk.
I'm going to have a quick look through the cabinets, see if there's any, like, paper files.
The cabinet has a few paper files, but it's mainly just food, how much food came in, how much food came out, profits, spreadsheets, stuff like that.
Okay. Is it like are they dated at all? So we can.
Yeah, it's good. The last record was about 1.5 years ago.
Something definitely happened 1.5 years ago.
One of the drawers in the cabinet is locked.
I am going to try and rip it off the lock.
Easy athletics check.
I'm not using that force point.
So you easily rip it open. And you find inside a key.
A key.
A key.
I'm going to check the desk drawers, see if any of them are locked.
The desk drawers aren't locked. And there's some more files in there as well as a password.
Ooh, a password. Yeah. It was probably for the computer, but the computer's pretty much dead. Is there, like, looking at the computer, can I tell there's any way to see if it's still got its memory or anything? Or ability to access its memory?
Not memory, but there's definitely some parts there that could be useful for salvaging other stuff.
Okay, I'm going to try and salvage what I can from it.
Easy mechanics check. Okay, you successfully salvage some useful parts.
Okay.
We will return to Charles shortly. Kasari and Celeste both make hard perception checks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Kasari, you still there?
I am. I'm just setting it up.
Cool. Also Celeste. There you go. So you both feel uneasy in this abandoned ghost town. You take 1 strain and 2 strain respectively. But Slash, you notice there is an entrance to another zone band of the city towards the south.
Oh. Is Kusari near me?
Yeah.
I point it out and say, it seems as though there's another part of the city.
Are there any signs indicating what the other part of the city is called or what's in it?
You're quite far away from the entrance. If you want to get closer, you might be able to have a better look.
That I will do.
Okay,
Yeah,
you
I
find
guess I'll do that too.
you find nestled behind a building that you couldn't see from so far away another neon sign that says General Zone.
Oh, are we like in the slum quarter or something?
You can't tell from what you've seen. It doesn't look like a particularly nice part of town.
Alright, I'll just take my assumption that we're in the slums.
We are, of course, in the shittiest part of town.
I walk over to the entrance. What's it look like? Is it being locked behind a gate or what?
Well, there's It's basically a fence between this zone and that zone, and the entrance is pretty much unguarded, and there's no gate. You can just walk straight through into the other zone. It looks like, from what you can tell, like there's some boxes and some chairs that maybe at one point it was guarded, but it's not right now.
Mm. Yeah, I walk into the other part of the city to see what I find.
Join him, Kasari.
Sure.
So you walk through and you can see a number of houses and kind of local community places, like you see kind of a co-op grocery store and a clinic and a church and kind of a saloon-looking building. And you see it, you out of the corner of your eye every now and then there's a scuttling in the shadows that you can't quite tell what it is, but nothing openly. No open signs of life out in the streets or anything. Aside from when you get to this saloon-like building, from far away you notice a hooded, shadowy figure walking into the building.
I say, did you just see that?
Yes.
Do you think we should follow?
Probably not. And I start to walk up to it.
I nod and go along with her.
Do you both enter?
I probably... Is it possible for me to kind of like crack the door open or whatever a little bit to see if I see anything, or look through a window first?
They're saloon doors, so you could put your head underneath or above them.
Oh, this is like an old Wild West saloon, eh?
Yeah.
But there are no windows.
There are no windows.
Oh, damn.
I can cut you a window, I say.
I say, it's fine. I'm just going to take, like, a peek in
Do you
first.
take a peek in?
Huh?
Do you take a peek in?
Yeah.
Okay, so inside, you can tell it's very dark, very dingy, and the only light that you can tell is in this kind of bar-like area is the dim blue light of what appears to be like a holographic bartender. There are smashed glasses all over the floor, bottles smashed all over the floor. Towards the back of the room is some steps, and there's still a bar with a few spirits still on the cabinets, a few still left that haven't been smashed.
I see with my infrared vision a person in that darkness.
Well, I was about to say, even without your infrared, you can see the shadowy figure sitting at the bar.
Oh, okay. I kind of just say walk in at this point. I mean, I don't feel like I'm going to gain too much. I think they know we're here.
Okay, you walk in. Again, you can see the room more clearly. Smashed glass all over the floor, stairs at the back of the room, and neither the hologram or the man react to you.
I
Bartender, I will
over-
have a glass of milk, I yell.
You actually yell that?
Yes.
Okay, the bartender turns around to the cabinet and starts having a look around, and then turns back without anything. The figure seems startled and surprised, but doesn't yet turn around.
I say, who are you, and what happened to the people of this city?
He turns around and kind of, you see underneath the hood kind of a bronzish mask covering his face, and he says in kind of a distorted voice, I could ask you at least one of those questions.
Which of those questions do you want to ask?
Who are you?
I am Slesvas, and this is one of my companions named Kasari.
He looks Kasari.
Now, who are you?
He looks Kasari up and down. A Jedi.
That's me.
Curious. And what, Slesvas, are you doing here?
I asked you. I answered your question. Answer mine.
Ooh, a man of honor, of code, rules, principles. Interesting.
Sure.
Looks like I'm looking at two Jedi.
Yeah.
That's kind of insulting.
I feel as though I'm a bit above a Jedi.
That's extra insulting.
I turn and I say, well, no one's really above a Jedi.
I look her down and say down on her, and I say, "You can believe that."
His gaze doesn't leave you as you say all this, Les, and he says, "You know, sometimes I've had those thoughts."
That you're above a Jedi?
I'm here for a meeting.
Interesting.
Do we know this guy's name yet?
Yeah, I was kind of expecting you to actually answer the "Who are you" part of the question.
I think he's avoiding it.
Okay. How about this? I tell you why we're here, and then you tell me who you are, since you've kind of done the reverse.
I'll listen to the first part.
Okay.
I feel like we should keep getting more information.
I say that we are here after receiving a signal on the planet's surface, and it seems as though we've crash landed. Now, who are you?
I've seen that signal. It's coming from up above. The upper city.
Oh, thank you. Now, who are you?
A curious man.
I am. Mostly because I've been...
No, I think he's saying he's curious. I think he's saying I'm a curious man.
Oh. I thought he said I was a curious man. Okay.
We will go. We're gonna leave this one hanging, and we're gonna go back to Merkava.
Okay.
You've been alone for about 15 minutes. Is there anything that you would like to do?
Yeah, I kind of want to force lightning the generator. Then again, the Emperor may just go kill you all since we're alone. That's probably not a good idea.
He whispers into your ear. We can make a deal, you and I. You know, I like you, Merkava. Why do you think I took over you?
Yeah, I don't know. Probably because you're thirsty for my body.
Oh, yeah. Your body is exquisite. But it's not just that. You're an excellent apprentice. The power, the curiosity. Just a little bit of my power and you could be undefeatable.
Well, I mean...
Do you a favor. Just let me take control for 10 minutes and I will power that generator with the power of a Dark Lord.
Does the generator take Dark Lord batteries?
What do you say, Merkava? Let me feel I'll even keep you conscious so you can feel it yourself.
Oh, God.
Oh, that sounds ominous. I don't know. I'm gonna take another look around. I'll keep you posted on that, though. So
he's just really quiet. Cedric, what are you doing?
Like at this point, I'm gonna go out and go into the gun store, see if that gun factory.
Okay, you leave the food canning facility.
Yeah. To me, there's not much interest there.
You know, he's been awfully talkative since we got here. I wonder if he's doing the signal thing, and he's the one who's brought us here.
I mean, you did experience a vision when you were unconscious that basically brought you here. So you walk into a factory that clearly was designed for creating weapons, but a lot of the stuff that's around isn't usable, wasn't finished at the moment. There is clearly a big box at the edge of the room that seems to hold some sort of item, but you can't tell what.
I'm gonna approach the item and see if I can inspect it a bit closer.
Well, yeah, so it just seems like some sort of locker, maybe for carrying ammunition or something.
Any symbols on the side of it? That's identifiable.
No, I don't think there'd be any signals, symbols.
Okay. At this point, I'm going, whatever. I'll go back to Macabre.
Okay, and then we'll cut back to the two in the saloon. What do you say?
Oh, I say, you seem rather defensive about giving me a name or really anything.
Information is valuable, my friend.
Clearly. I sit down and say, what do I need to do to get that information? Well, not even really the information, but to be assured that you're not an enemy.
He looks at a device on his arm and says, my meeting is starting soon. You should probably leave. You can go upstairs if you don't want to leave.
What's upstairs, I say?
A home.
Who's home?
Someone I know.
I look at Kasari, saying, what do you want to do?
You won't tell us who you are. Will you tell us who you're meeting with?
A night sister.
That's scary.
I say, interesting. And I put on my Sherlock Holmes cap.
Do I know what the Night Sisters are?
I think on a rudimentary level, you know that they are from Dathomir and that they rule the planet. That's probably about it. They're female Zabrakis. That's probably all you know.
Okay. I say, I look and say, do you have an interest in meeting a Night Sister, Kasari?
Well, no, I don't have the faintest interest in Night Sisters. Now this house upstairs, now that is interesting. Let's go see the house.
I say, I look at the man and kind of give a bit of a nod and then go and head upstairs.
Okay, so as you both head upstairs, a few minutes before you get to any kind of room, you hear kind of a clunk outside. And Cedric and Merkava, you can see flying over the wall a crimson red basilisk droid, and it lands on the south side of town.
Now that we're away,
I am I grab Macabre, put him over my shoulder, and start sprinting in that direction.
Now that we're on our own, I tell Sless, I say,
Why is it always got to be this?
I say Xiao used to be a Night Sister, and one of her old sisters has been sort of mixing it up with our group ever since we left Dantooine. Her name's
Really?
Sazine.
And you believe that the Sazine is the one whom he's meeting with?
Yes.
Your voices downstairs. One female, one male.
Okay, I creep as close as I can to hear what they're saying without revealing myself.
Actually, in this saloon, are there perhaps any openings in the? You said it's a rather classic. Is it a wooden saloon?
The doors were wooden, but it's metal. It's a metal.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I was gonna ask if I could see them through the floorboards.
Like I said, I'm gonna get as close as I can to hearing them without revealing myself.
Okay, you're gonna make a stealth check. I need to figure out the difficulty.
I'll do the same. Actually, can't. Oh, never mind.
Both of you make a 2 challenge, 1 difficulty stealth check, and you can flip destiny. You still have it available.
Okay.
2 challenge.
That's
1
your destiny.
difficulty.
Okay, you hear. So you take one strain hiding. Meanwhile, Celeste, you kind of make a noise as you creep enough to hear.
Slice, you had so much better dice than me.
I know.
But you're close
I
enough.
just want to point out that my yellow dice have been betraying me.
You creep close enough to hear the conversation, though. The male starts. The signal. Is it your sister's? The female replies, I think so. She must have dropped it when dropped her communication device when she was fighting you. What are we gonna do? The male voice says, leave it. Bait. I need to get back in there.
Oh, okay, so I am psychic.
Have you got the droid?
You saw
The male
the
voice says.
future.
The female replies, yes, I have the droid. Made just to Revan specializations. What do you even want it for? My business. The female says, have you got the mask? Yes, here. What do you even want that for? My business. Are we done? And he nods. Well, you can see them, and the male nods, and then she says, now our final piece of business. Where is my sister? And he looks at her and says, Utapau. Utapau, she says, surprised. How? The Mandalorians. Mandalorians? But they're gone. Misconception. Mandalorian politics shape the galaxy right now. You'd do well to be on the right side of history. A group called the Red Right Hand. Huh. How am I to believe you? You can't. That's how our business has always been, hasn't it? And she begins walking towards the stairs.
Okay, I look towards Kasari and I keep my weapon ready but not trained.
Kasari loses her grip to stand up a little bit and sort of slinks back against the wall.
Okay, so she walks upstairs and looks at you too.
Oh
And
shit! Wait, she was coming upstairs?
Yeah.
Wait, I didn't know that!
Yeah.
I thought she was leaving, fuck!
She looks at you too and then shakes her head and says, whatever you're doing on Malastare, you're not going to find it. And she walks into the room.
I said, I think I just did.
Ooh.
And I leave.
I look towards Kasari and then look towards her and say,
Let's go, Celeste. We got what we came for.
kind of awkwardly say, bye, and then leave.
Oh, that actually reminds me. Celeste, make a average perception check.
Okay.
Oh no.
Suck.
Buddy.
Sorry, I didn't see you. It rolled. So you notice in her hand, you also take one strain. Well,
Just off and off thing. You just take one string.
yeah. She walked into the room at this point, but you noticed while she was in front of you that she was holding a mask. Make a daunting outer rim knowledge check.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Daunting is 5.
Daunting is 4.
Oh god, I keep on thinking it's 5 for some reason.
That's because 5 is formidable, and that has the word 4 in it.
Yeah.
You don't know what that mask was.
But I do know that it was a mask. Alright.
You know, it was a mask.
I probably would. So we leave the saloon. Kasari, is that where you're going?
I'm heading back to the ship.
I do say that, she was carrying a mask. Does that mean anything?
What did the mask look like?
Can I accurately describe the mask?
Your description would be it was orange and black and had some sort of glass pane on it.
Okay, yeah, I say it was, orange and black and had what?
Some sort of glass pane on it.
And had like a glass pane on it?
For a visor?
Yeah.
Was it a helmet or just a mask?
A mask, right, Putty?
Yeah, I mean, it could have been a helmet, but you probably, from the very look of it that you got, it was probably just a mask.
I say was definitely just a mask.
Wait.
Well, yes.
I'm gonna send you a private message, buddy.
Okay. Am I going to be able to answer it, or?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Meanwhile, I guess Cedric, are you guys outside the saloon at this point?
Well, yeah, I was bolting. I was running for it.
In that case, then you all meet up at this point. I don't think you would have seen it, Kasari.
Damn it. Okay, I say, who knows? We keep going.
Okay. We do all meet up at this point.
Yeah.
This is gonna be hard to keep under wraps.
I'm like panting.
I say, one of your old friends are in there.
Which
Well,
old friend? Kasari.
According to Kasari Sazine, I believe that is her name.
Correct.
And your other old friend, according to them, is on Utapau.
She also has a strange orange and black mask. Can you guys think of anyone who has a mask like that? I can't. Bruh, bruh, bruh. And then I run around in circles.
I say,
Orange
she
and
was
black
carrying
mask.
a strange orange.
It's so strange. It's like a mask, but not a helmet. Just a mask. Bruh, bruh, bruh. I start going around in circles.
Huh.
You know, it's great too because I actually don't know the significance of any of this.
What'd you say? You said you don't know what?
The significance of any of this.
The problem is
I have a theory.
Marshall knows exactly what the mask is, but I can't say it because I don't think Kasari would have any way of knowing.
Well, either way, it's not important. So.
Sure, yeah, we'll say it's not. But
Wait,
it's a
did
mask
you say
that you
out
wear on the front
loud?
of your face, so and I start running around in circles.
Wait, do you say anyway? It's not important.
So
Yeah.
at this point, the cloaked figure emerges from the saloon.
Kasari
and sees
takes
you
30
all.
strain and passes out.
In particular, his gaze rests on Merkava and Cedric for quite a while, and then he says, "Am I right in assuming that you were interested in getting to the inner parts of the city?"
Are we?
Potentially. Who the hell are you?
A curious man.
Curious about what?
There's something that I want in the vaults.
Our ship's too broken to take off, right? Like it's all fucked up.
Oh yeah, fucked.
Yeah.
Quiet.
No, I don't.
It doesn't have a fuel canister anymore.
No.
Okay, so what we'll do is we'll have Chris use the dark side to force move it off the planet
into hyperspace.
We'll just replace
Or make it into an electric engine and use Chris' force lightning.
Yeah. I was gonna say, get Elon Musk in this bitch to retrofit our car. And then...
So were you interested? He says.
Well, we don't have a ship. Is there perhaps some fuel or a working ship in any inner city?
There fuel on Malastare, you ask?
Well, maybe just a ship that comes with fuel.
Yeah, he comes a little closer and says, "This planet has some of the greatest fuel in the galaxy."
Oh. I mean, I'm not really a fuel expert, you could see. I just fly the ship and assume it runs.
In fact, some of the fuel on this planet might be strong enough to power the mythical Starforge.
I don't know what that is.
Wait, is the Emperor talking or him?
Him.
I'm gonna immediately start internally going, shut up.
Can I
don't pipe up now.
No. As soon as he says this, the Emperor says, "You wouldn't need fuel to power the Starforge. Runs off of life energy. I don't know who this goon is."
Putty, can I try and
Meaning
identify
you need
who the hell
babies
this
to-
guy
You
is?
need babies to chuck into the Starforge. You need to throw humans in.
You need to find Karn to and his babies to put a production line.
What do you want to roll to figure out who this guy is?
Perception?
No.
No. Okay.
Shut down.
I'm again gonna ask.
Wait, so the only problem with our ship is that we're out of fuel? The ship itself can fly?
No, it has. So the outer hull is completely destroyed. There might be some damage to the engine, but it looks pretty good. And not only are you out of fuel, but the place where the fuel is stored is gone.
I say,
Oh, that's
so,
a big problem.
Yeah.
Other than this mythical Starforge thing or whatever you're talking about, is there a flyable ship on this planet?
I'm sure there are many in the upper city.
All right, then I say we should go up to the upper city.
We should get a luxury yacht.
Sorry, what did you say, Slash?
I say, I turn to the group and say, then we should probably head to the upper city.
That's where we want to go
and leave
anyway.
this planet as soon as possible, because it seems as though we have everything we need, correct?
The figure says, as fast as possible is unfortunately not what's going to happen. The only access to the upper city is through the inner city. And the only access through the inner city at the moment is through the lower city.
Oh.
Well, to the lower city, I say.
I think we are in the lower city, aren't we?
You're in the outer city.
Oh.
Man, this is a big city.
God, so many cities. Why don't they just call these districts? Is this not one big city?
Because there are districts within the zones as well. You've got the general zone.
Oh no!
The access zone. He says,
no.
If you want to get further into the city, you're going to need two things.
City planning is so complicated.
First of all, there's a key that you're going to need to access the only sewer entrance that isn't crawling with xenophobes or shut down and destroyed. That key can probably be found in the access zones to the northern city sewer entrance. Secondly,
I pull out
think
the
I
key.
could just pick the
Do you
lock.
think it's this one?
I'm gonna start taking notes.
He looks for it for a second and says, I don't think so, but maybe. The other thing you're going to need is some suits. The inner city is poisoned. You're going to need some suits to survive.
Like gaseous poison or like acid air poison?
Biological weapons poison.
Oh.
I
He looks
can
at
hold
you- he
my
looks at you for a
breath for a
second.
long time.
He looks at you, Merkaba, and says, you might be okay. I don't think the rest of you. It's not just your breath. It can go through your eyes and your nose and your ears.
And your dick.
Cuts, any scars you have. He looks at you, Cedric. That arm would be toast.
I say, why are you being so helpful?
I think he
Says,
needs us.
I have something in the inner city that I'm looking for.
Do you know where we can get these suits?
There is a plant in the access districts, but I don't think they'd have too many left. You can go scavenging here in the general zone. People might have had them, but it's going to be a difficult one if you're looking for 3 or 4 of them.
I say, well, we can go back to the clothing plant and see what they have to offer. On our way back, we can scavenge anything. So, how difficult would that be to like scavenge around the general area?
Well, most of the houses are collapsed, but the ones that aren't collapsed you could get into pretty easily. Finding the suit would be, I mean, that depends on how many are around, difficulty-wise.
I don't know how many are around.
I know, but I'm not going to tell you.
Okay, well, I'm going to be looking for suits.
So you're going to visit every house between here and the entrance to the access district.
Well, are there windows? Can I look in, see, notice any?
Nowhere in this outer city so far has had a window.
Oh my God.
Let's focus on getting the keys first.
Were they all Jedi and just that afraid of windows?
Let's focus on
Running
getting
theory.
Let's focus on getting the keys first, and maybe we find the suits while we're trying to get those.
Well, I think that we could probably find the suits really easy in the plant. I don't know, what do you guys think? Also, can we take a small 5-minute break?
We're gonna be finishing in half an hour.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so let's go and try and get the suits.
Okay, well, I'm gonna run to go to the bathroom real quick. Anyways. So, you guys do things.
So wait, so are you all gonna go to the clothing plant then?
Yeah, that sounds fine.
Yeah.
Okay. So you all walk in, and immediately one thing that catches your eye is that there are a number of spilled over vats of green substance leaking all over the floor. Does anybody want to take an easy knowledge education check?
Nope, I just drink it. No, I'm just...
To see if they can figure out anything about this stuff.
You said easy education?
Yeah.
Sure, I'll do that. Boom.
Okay, so you can you take your strain, but you can clearly tell that they were experimenting on this type of stuff, perhaps to make their suits more resistant to it. Yeah, at the back of the plant, you can tell that there's a back room, but it's blocked off by two heavy metal doors that don't seem to have any grips on them. Does anybody want to make an easy perception check on that? You're all oblivious to what is going on. That's
I'll
fine.
make it.
I was gonna say, like, I'm not that great at perception.
I'm terrible, but no one wants to, so I'll do it.
Alright, I'm back.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
You're in the clothing plant.
She
you can
shoots
tell-
and she scores.
You take
How?
one strain, but Kasara, you can tell, because it was an easy check. Kasara, you can tell that if power
Earlier,
was
I made a hard check with 2 times. Like, it's possible.
you can tell that if power was restored to this place, then those doors would open.
I say, if power was restored to this place, those doors would open. But there's always plan B as I ignite my lightsaber.
Man, if only we had power.
Or lightsabers that could cut through steel. Like, what's the... Who cares? Can I cut through it?
I'm
asking the GM.
Oh, they look really sturdy, but Kasari is definitely keen to try.
Yeah. Well, I know I am Kasari.
I'm just saying.
That was
I'm
weird.
No, I'm saying that they're sturdy, but they wouldn't deter Kasari, is what I mean.
Okay. What
I
kind of
can't
check?
tell. It would be a lightsaber. Are you actually gonna do it?
Fuck yeah. Why not?
Okay.
What's stopping us?
Make a simple lightsaber check.
Now I'm worried. That's too easy. it's
100%
a trap.
You take a good big swing at them, and you carve into them. But after you take your lightsaber back, you look at the carve and see that you haven't gone through to the other end. These are really, really thick.
Well, it sure was easy
Let's-
to draw on it.
Let's just get the power up.
Maybe
We
it's
need
a
to find
puzzle.
power cell.
You need to put the symbol in there to open them.
Or we need to spend even more time carving at them. You said, wait, what symbol? What are you talking about?
No, I said that you could draw on it. I was like, that's the puzzle. You need to draw a symbol on it.
Oh, yeah.
There's a Zelda puzzle. I think it's Spirit Tracks where you have to do that.
I need to carve out a hole that would fit the Jewel of Antar, and then I put the Jewel of Antar in.
I mean, try it.
Genius.
So there is sort of a manager's office in the plant as well.
Let's check it out.
Okay, there are scattered documents and stuff all over the floor. There's some a drawer, a desk, and a cabinet. If you want to take a look around, it's a hard perception check.
I ain't scared of shit.
Oh my
Yeah, boy.
god. Can
Big
I
one.
have your dice rolling ability for my yellows?
It's just you show fearlessness. You tell them you're not afraid of them.
Take one strain again.
Oh man, I'm like sweating, man. I'm sweating.
You open the drawer and you find kind of a pass that seems to open the doors when the power is on. You also find a key, a big key that seems to fit in a very big door of some sort. And
Does this sound like the key we were told of?
I mean, all you were told was a key to the sewers. There wasn't much of a description.
Okay, I'll pocket it. What else?
You also found a few slots behind the cabinet that batteries or power cells could fit into.
Hey, I found a place where batteries fit into. Do we have batteries or power cells? No?
Nope.
Maybe we should go get the droids. I wish there was a battery factory.
I don't know, we can ask the guy if there's a battery factory.
He's probably gone by this point.
Why would he leave? We're trying to help him.
True.
That'd be weird. He's like, I need you to do this work for me, but I disappear for long hours.
You also hear
it's an unfortunate condition for him.
You also hear at this point like a loud sound of something taking off in the general zone.
That would be Sazine.
Yeah, I don't really know. You guys do Jedi things.
You know,
somehow power the. I say, well, can't you Jedi do like Force lightning or something?
Merkava, you hear the Jedi can't, but the Sith can.
Oh my god, shut up.
10 minutes, and I will show you true power.
Why specifically 10 minutes? Is there something you want done?
That's weird. Master Revan said that it definitely wasn't a confirmation you're a Sith Lord if you use any lightning. I'm gonna have to talk to him about that, because the Sith Lord told me.
Can you hear the Emperor and Alcazar?
No, I can't.
It's just getting that loud.
Come on, Merkava, let me show it to you.
I think it'd be funny if, when you lose control, you just speak what he's saying. Like, you speak in tongues and his voice comes out.
You fought so long, but you've only experienced a little part of your potential.
Well, I mean, yeah, but this is not a dire situation.
Also, now I'm thinking about the fact that this Sith Lord is basically advertising himself as a giant living battery.
Also, my fears continue to be confirmed off screen, because he goes, I will offer you unlimited power, simply let me in. And he's like, well, it's not a dire situation, implying that if it was a dire situation, you would turn to the dark side.
Oh yeah, I gotta keep you guys safe.
And the Emperor says, it's not like you're falling, I'm just giving you a slight bit of my power.
Yep, that's how that works.
It's only heroin.
That's how, yeah, I was just gonna say, it's like you're not gonna get addicted, now fucking put it in your arm.
You know, if I wasn't in this fucking cage, I'd do it myself.
Oh, that sounds a little passive-aggressive, or very aggressive. Not even passively.
I agree. This does sound very aggressive.
Dog, go back in the cage.
You're not impervious, you know. You've slipped before. Perhaps it's better we work together, because if we don't, then we're enemies.
Well, I mean, you know, it's not...
Or
Listen,
are you frenemies?
I'd rather not just wield power like that willy-nilly.
Then let me wield it for you.
No, Jesus Christ, man, calm down. Can I, like, drink something to get you a drink up there or something? So you need to chill.
You know what would get me the drink? Letting me control you for 10 minutes. 10 minutes, Merkava, and your problem is solved.
Okay. I somehow doubt that you could solve all of the problems here in 10 minutes.
Alright, let's make a bet then.
Oh, no, that's not what I meant. I'm just staring off into blank space during all of this. I'm just making faces at myself.
man, Merkava, he's bad news.
Wait. How do you think he's bad news? Because I think that working with him is probably going to help us out here.
He knows nothing of the power he's dabbling with.
How do you know he's dabbling with power? Can you read minds beside mine?
I've met that man before.
Oh, really? Is he nice? I bet he's nice.
Quiet.
Yo,
I think I'm giving the Emperor an aneurysm.
I straight up do not. Okay, wait. We should be kind of on the down low though. Like, if the Emperor has met this dude, he is a serious motherfucker. Not just anyone gets to walk up and meet the Emperor. Okay, like this guy is shady as fuck.
He has open house on Tuesdays.
It's like Disney World. You get to.
Well, I used to have open house on Tuesdays, but ever since I got abducted.
Oh. My realtors have
I'm
been
90%
furious.
There's a civil war back where I came from.
And I kept telling the homeowners association I can't mow my lawn because I've been stolen.
10 minutes, Merkava, and my lawn will be mowed.
Meanwhile, that's why the Emperor's cranky all the time. She just hasn't gotten to do his basic maintenance of stuff.
And I know those kids have knocked over my garden gnomes again. They always do.
So if Merkava isn't going to tap into the power of the dark side, then what are you guys going to do?
Guess we'll say if only someone had the power of the dark side.
I'm gonna raise a suspicious eyebrow at Slus. You a Sith?
Man,
Is that what you admitting to that?
I bet if Revan here, he'd know what to do. That guy with that cool gear
and his Force lightning.
Cool mask, you might say.
Yep. Anyway, so what are we doing?
We could just try to force it open, like harder.
Ooh, what? No, I don't know if that's gonna work. Maybe we could try to cut through on one of the outer walls.
Oh, I will throw my Pokeball containing Cedric and say, "Open the door."
I could try and just wrench open the door. Now Kasari's cut into it. I've got handholds. Do you want me to try that?
Do it.
Okay, I'm gonna walk back up to that. I'm gonna try and walk back up to the door, and using my foot and my metal arm, try and open the door.
6 difficulty dice.
You guys feel that? It's Cedric time.
I'm using Destiny to upgrade one of them. 1 challenge and 5.
You're gonna lose a leg.
He won't get a peg leg like I want him to.
Dude, imagine him force sleeping with a peg leg.
I really want a character to basically just be Mad Eye Moody from Harry Potter. Just have a peg leg, like 1 magical eye. Basically exactly like him.
Okay.
The fuck?
So you successfully extend and stretch the scar that Kasari created. However, there's still no access to the other side.
Well, now we've got a big scar, guys.
I'm thinking we can't get in here.
I'm seconds away from just saying fuck it and obliterating it.
With what?
Frickin' E-Dog.
E-Dog?
Yes, the second person in my head.
Kasari says, what are you talking about?
Okay, that was out of character.
Well, Marshall knows what you meant. I meant...
Marshall's taking any opportunity he can to have a reason to cut down Merkava.
I say we leave this alone. We can't get inside. It's just there's no use.
If only these places had windows.
Do I see any?
Right?
Do I see any keys on the door?
No, actually, you know what? It would be worse if they were windows, because then we couldn't do anything.
Well, there's clearly an access point where you could scan a pass, but again, it needs to be
But not a place for like a key.
not a physical key, though.
I say yeah.
Can I try to?
I think we need to power it up. So, our goal should be to find power.
All right. Where could we get power?
Well,
From
the
power
generator-
cells.
I know where you could get power.
Well, here's the thing. That generator looked like it... Remember the original generator that we wanted to power up to make our Mimi passports? Well, that powered like the rest of the factories around it, and this is one of them.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, we need Corellium batteries. So we either take the jog back to try and like attempt to get the droid ones, or we have to go and find some more.
Or we can learn just how to climb sheer cliffs and head to the upper city.
Or you can unleash your true power.
If only we had an earthbender.
I mean,
I'm usually pretty good at climbing walls.
You know, why can't he be more like
Nail?
Nail?
I am not completely ruling out the possibility of the force jump as high as you can grappling hook strategy.
Do you want me to try it?
Or we find
Oh God!
What if we find very strong glue and we cover your whole body in it, and you just inchworm up the wall?
So, Putty, I have a
because
question.
he's stronger than the
possible, is it possible if Cedric force jumped as high as he could with my grappling hook that he reaches the upper city?
If you're is less in character considering this,
Yeah.
so he knows about force jump.
Oh, I mean, it didn't Cedric at one point offer this?
Like I have said in character, I could just attempt to force jump up there, although I don't know how far.
Yeah, then I consider it. I say, well, if you Jedi can jump high enough, we could try my grappling
Okay. If
hook.
it's less in character considering, make a hard education check.
The
Oh,
thing
God.
is, even if you succeed, which you won't, you'd be on your own, and we'd all be down here.
And Cedric, make a hard lore check.
I succeed with one straight. I have been granted the power of Marshall's rolls.
I have not.
Okay, so Sless, you take one strain, as do you.
Of course, as his tradition.
Says, you kind of surmise from looking upwards, although you can't really see the upper city. Looking upwards, that there might possibly be entrances from the outside up there, and that if he could jump high enough, then he could definitely make it there. However, your common sense also kicks in that this is a very niche plan, and if anything goes wrong, he is going to fall a large distance. Cedric, you think you can make that jump?
I say,
Yeah, I can make that jump.
Do it!
you think you can? Okay, just keep in mind, if anything goes wrong, you will be severely hurt.
I can
But if you
fix
can
that.
do it, I hand him the grappling hook and say, do it.
Kasari observes the situation and she says, I'm not sure if this is a good idea, guys.
I mean,
I can
he
catch
thinks
him
he
with
can
force
do
power
it. I
move.
think you should be confident in him.
Wait a minute. I can throw him.
Oh my god.
Oh, yes! Let's give
You
him...
can force
Yes.
force move me as I jump.
Yes, let's give him more altitude before he falls.
Yeah. I heard you want to go to space.
Look, This thing is really fucking big. I think the tallest thing you've ever jumped to is like a 2-story building. This is much taller than a 2-story building. And also force manipulation through your power, Chris, is not necessarily an accelerated thing. It's not like shooting bullets. It's like, you know, it's like moving a pear across the table to cut for your hot girlfriend. It's like that.
This is also a ruling I'm going to put in there that Cedric would be aware of, that I'm not going to let him force leap unless he has 2 feet on the ground.
Yeah.
Does he have
So
2
he'd have
feet?
to force leap first, and then get moved. He couldn't move and then force leap because his feet.
Well, so I have a question. Are the walls higher than the second floor?
About halfway to the top is the wall.
The wall?
Yeah.
We could, Charles, you could go onto the top of the wall and then from the wall onto the second floor.
Okay, out of character, you will probably break both of your legs if you do this. But in character, that's out of character, but in character, Kasari says, Master, you will probably break both of your legs if you try. So, you know, you have all the information you need to make this decision.
I say, if he's confident that he can do it, he could, at minimum, at least reach the wall.
At minimum, he will break his legs.
That's no minimum.
Though I can think of a much lower minimum than reaching the wall.
Okay, I'm gonna lay this out for you mechanically now, Cedric, because I've figured it out from reading stuff. It will take 2 force points to land safely. Okay.
Okay.
Reading your things, it takes you 1 force point each range band to increase your range, because there's only 1 range upgrade in the tree. And you've got that one, yeah. The distance to the big wall is 5 range bands. The distance to the top, roughly 9 to 10 range bands. You are going to need to generate 10 force points to reach the top of the city. And if you don't reach that, you need to spend 2 of them to land safely.
Does not the grappling hook not like close in the distance that he can just climb?
He has to jump that before he can even grappling hook. The grappling hook is to actually get him on there. He's got to actually just make the vertical leap first.
Yeah, there's no mechanical way that I could actually do that.
Kasari says you will.
But you
break.
are confident you can do it.
I'm giving you an out, Cedric. Kasari looks at you in the eyes and says you will break your legs. It is certain.
I mean, I have faith in my companion.
I have absolutely no faith in your ability to jump that high. I want to make that as clear as I can, Master.
Damn. Kasari talking down to you like you're some kind of Padawan.
No, this is a matter of life and death. He is considering killing himself right now.
But that's Cedric's emotional weakness is arrogance.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I'm even making it worse then.
It's ambition.
Okay, reverse psychology. Yeah, you can totally make it up there.
That's just reinforcing it now.
The wall isn't even worth your time. It's such a non-challenge.
That wall is so easy. Like, I bet anyone who did it would just be like showing how dumb they are for trying to do such an easy thing. I don't know how to.
Cedric, I just remembered, because of the way that the check will go, the range bands I give you I'm changing the range bands, but I'm not going to tell you what the range bands are because that would fuck up the check, okay? But the range bands I give you are incorrect. I've changed them.
Oh, so it is possible. You should totally do it then. Yeah, you won't break your legs.
Like,
Are you doing it, Cedric?
okay, I am dropping my enhance ability, so I have all 2.
Are you actually,
Okay,
are you actually doing
wait,
this?
Putty, we are witnessing the continuation of the cyborg monstrosity that is Cedric Carl.
Okay, I'm gonna reinform you what you need, like what you can spend your force points on. You need to spend 1 to leap in the first place. Every 1 after that increases. You're starting at short range. Every 1 after that increases it by 1. So it goes to medium, and then 3 range bands, 4 range bands, 5 range bands, 6 range bands, whatever. So let's say you spent 5 force points total. 1 of those would be to leap. The other 4 increases the distance to 5, right? So you need to spend 2 force points to land safely if you fail. You have to spend these before you know if you fail or not.
Kasari just starts walking away from the impending landing zone, shaking her head in disappointment.
Okay,
Yeah,
actually,
mechanically, there's literally no way I can do
before
it.
we do this, is it possible that I can use my claws as leverage and to like use them as like a to get a grip onto the wall?
Like you is this the outer wall?
Yeah.
You noticed earlier when you were considering like climbing it outside that this is a really sturdy concrete wall. You can make an athletics check or a melee check to try and sink them in there, but it's not going to be easy sailing. You'd have to rip them out every time. You could damage your claws when you do that. It's clearly going to be like an arduous process.
How difficult would it be if I could get like from a mechanical standpoint?
Just getting them into the wall would be a hard athletics check, but there would obviously be checks.
Oh, I could maybe do it because I have 3 ranks in athletics.
So are we gonna watch this shit show or what?
I don't know because
I'll let Cedric consider his decision, and then I'll do my answer.
the thing is, like, Charles doesn't want to do it, but Cedric has no real reason to not try it.
From an out-of-character perspective, I do think it would be hilarious if you tried it. I know it would be terrible, but it would still be great.
Kasari says, Master, there are certain challenges that the Force does not enable us to bypass.
So, Chris, you started to hear a whisper like, saying, I know a technique where you could share your power.
Oh my god!
You could give him some of your power.
Oh my god. Yeah, and then you'll just take over me.
No.
And then force lightning him as he's jumping. You force lightning him to death.
Markava, if this relationship is ever going to work, you need to have more trust.
Well, I mean, what if I don't want to say what have you done for me, because you've helped me out before. But I mean, you all did that without my permission.
Yeah.
He's like, no shame.
Markava, what I'm offering you is power and learning. I can teach you. You can share your power. Your friend can jump to heights more than ever before.
Yeah, I feel like he's gonna try to jump to space one day. I really don't want to encourage him down this path.
Very well.
That's true. You won't need to spend those force points to land safely if you enter if you enter orbit.
Like,
if you're doing this, Kasari's stepping back because she doesn't want to get killed by your body.
Celeste will also be stepping back after he hands you the grappling hook.
Celeste, I thought you were confident in your companion's ability to do this.
I just felt like that if he needs to safely land onto the ground, I do not want to be below his feet.
I think you don't want to be crushed by his corpse like I do.
Buddy, you're not making the situation better.
Oh my god, that music.
Are you ready, guys?
Rise of the Valkyrie
Are
is
you
always
doing
the perfect
this? Are
music.
you doing this? Wait, everyone quiet. Are you doing this, Charles?
There is no reason why Cedric wouldn't attempt it.
I have given you 2 reasons, your legs, but you can still do it.
Alright, Cedric, roll.
Alright, I guess I'll be making the catch here.
So I have to say that I want to land safely before I roll.
You need after you've seen your points.
After I see my points.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, that's... Well, then there's no chance he'll die.
No,
No,
but
there is.
he has to actually, Now he needs to roll Destiny not to die, and he can only jump to short range. So I assume you're flipping Destiny,
Yep.
and you're only spending the 1 point to jump.
Yeah.
So, guys, you all see as Cedric crouches down and the force like wheels around him, and you feel darkness and a nastiness kind of below him, and he jumps about 5 feet off the ground and then comes back down.
I say, well, that was actually rather disappointing.
No, still kind of impressive for a jump.
That is so relieving. Your legs aren't broken.
I ask for the grappling hook back, and then I'm going to look towards the wall, and I'm going to try to dig my claws into the wall.
Oh,
Okay,
second pair of legs we're breaking today.
Hard athletics check.
I never thought we'd come this close to an instant death in a Star Wars session.
You successfully lodge your claws of your right hand in the wall.
I'm going to try and use my other hand and try to climb up the wall.
What happens when you get to the top?
Okay, hard athletics check.
How are you going to get your claws out of the wall?
Bounce off the left wall, like bits of your nails start flying on the floor, and you think that this probably isn't a sustainable idea.
Damn. I take my hand out and say, well...
Hard athletics check.
Oh, okay.
It's stuck forever.
Now we can cut it off. We got lightsabers.
You successfully dislodge your right hand.
Okay. You know, for a second there, I was really getting into the groove, and then my left hand just decided not to do anything.
I mean, you can't really say you're getting in the groove if you only successfully did it once.
No, he did. He got his right hand into the groove.
Oh,
of the wall.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
I say, okay, now that we're done with the ridiculous attempts at climbing this giant wall, can we get to serious solutions?
Maybe we'll get to serious solutions next time on Doing the Utapau. We're gonna leave it there for this week.
Okay, yep. I think we will have Putty do the outro this time and do the description.
Oh, damn it, more work? Do you realize how much I prepped for this session? Not that much. Thank you all for watching. I had fun today. I hope you guys did too, and I will see you guys next time.